But you don't have to take our word for it. Go drive it for yourself.
You're up.
Experience the power of the Nissan Rogue.
Drive the Nissan Rogue. Now get 0% APR financing for 60 months on the 2025 Nissan Rogue, Pathfinder, or Murano. For well-qualified buyers, example 0 down payment. 60 months financing at $1,667 per month per thousand financed. Actual down payment may vary. Subject to Nissan Motor Acceptance Company credit approval. Not all buyers qualify. Dealer contribution may affect actual price set by dealer. Contact dealer for details. Ends 11/3/25.
Hey, bro, weirdest thing is happening at the game. This guy sitting next to me says, "You're our good luck charm." Every time I crack a Bud Light, we score a touchdown. Now his entire family wants to buy me Bud Lights. I think I'm some kind of a football prophet. Talk soon. The team needs me.
Anything for Bud Light, the official beer sponsor of the NFL. Stock up today. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2025 Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Hey, it's Sal Licata. Ready for nonstop action? Get your game on at Wing Creek, Bethlehem. Hit the casino floor to play the hottest slots and table games like blackjack, craps, and roulette. Go big in the poker room with tableside massages and complimentary beverage service. Or feel the thrill of live dealer stadium gaming. Try your hand at axe throwing at Angry Jacks or virtual golf at Twisted Teas. For a great bite to eat, fuel up at one of their top restaurants. From the classic steakhouse, Chop House, to Urban Table, Chopstick, and more. Cap the night with live entertainment or cocktails in their Luxe lounges. Then unwind in style at Wing Creek's AAA 4-Diamond Hotel. Play online anytime in the Wing Creek Casinoverse. Download it for free from the Apple or Google App Stores. Learn more at WingCreekBethlehem.com. Wing Creek Bethlehem, your play and stay destination. Must be 21 years or older. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Morning, Zoe. Got donuts.
Jeff Bridges, why are you still living above our garage?
Well, I dig the mattress, and I want to be in a T-Mobile commercial like you. Teach me, Saldana.
Oh, no, I'm not really prepared. I couldn't possibly. At T-Mobile, get the new iPhone 17 Pro. On them, it's designed to be the most powerful iPhone yet and has the ultimate Pro camera system.
Wow, impressive. Let me try. T-Mobile is the best place to get iPhone 17 Pro because they've got the best network.
Nice, Jeffrey.
You heard them. T-Mobile is the best place to get the new iPhone 17 Pro on us with eligible trade-in in any condition.
So, what are we having for lunch?
Dude, my work here is done.
24 monthly bill credits on experience beyond for well-qualified customers plus tax and $35 device connection charge. Credits end and balance due if you pay off earlier. Cancel finance agreement iPhone 17 Pro 256 gigs, $1,099.99 and new line minimum $100 plus a month plan with auto pay plus taxes and fees required. Best mobile network in the U.S. based on analysis by Ookla Speed Test Intelligence data 1/2025. Visit T-Mobile.com.
We've got more sports talk coming up on The Fan.
Do Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis symptoms keep coming back? Trampia, guselkumab, may help, with rapid remission achieved at 12 weeks and lasting clinical remission at 1 year. Some even saw visible improvement of their intestinal lining at 12 weeks and 1 year. Trampia is a prescription medicine used to treat adults with moderately to severely active Crohn's disease and adults with moderately to severely active ulcerative colitis. Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need a vaccine. Healing is possible with Trampia. Approximately 3 out of 10 patients were in endoscopic remission at 1 year, based on areas visualized on colonoscopy, which may not represent the deeper bowel layer or entire GI tract. Individual results may vary. Ask your doctor about Trampia today. Call 1-800-526-7736 to learn more or visit TrampiaRadio.com.
Nationwide is so much more than a great insurance company. They're one of America's largest financial services companies. Like how I'm more than just Peyton Manning. I'm also motivating Manning. When I say insurance, you say financial services. Insurance. Financial services. Insurance. Financial services. Now when I say nationwide, you say is both. Nationwide. Is both. Nationwide. Is both. For your insurance and financial needs, Nationwide is on your side.
Nationwide Investment Services Corporation, member FINRA, Columbus, Ohio.
Our friends at Town Fair Tire remind you that at Town Fair Tire, you always get the guaranteed lowest price on name brand tires from Connecticut to Maine. Nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody.
Talk sports with BT and Sal. Middays 10 to 2. WFAN, WFAN FM, WFAN FM HD1, New York, and Odyssey Sports Station.
WFAN Sports Flash.
Good afternoon at 2 o'clock. I'm Dexter Henry. This update is sponsored by Duke's Mayonnaise. The Yankees have kept their season alive in Game 2 of their wild card series with the Red Sox as they recorded a 4-3 victory at the stadium. Tonight, they're going to look to advance to the division series as a rookie will take the ball, 24-year-old Cam Schlittler. Boston, they're countering with a rookie of their own and left-hander Connolly Early. The 23-year-old pitched to a 2.33 ERA in just 19.1 innings over 4 starts since making his big league debut back on September 9th. Now, Jazz Chisum, he had himself a big game too, and despite the Red Sox going with a lefty starter, Jazz will be in the lineup.
Yeah, Jazz will be playing. I haven't decided on my catcher, first base, all that. And sit on that. Early's pretty neutral. You know, a little different than the first guy we faced. So we'll sit and talk about it, and I'll make that decision tonight.
That's manager Aaron Boone. You can listen to Red Sox versus Yankees Game 3 right here on the Fan or the Odyssey app. First pitch at 8:08 p.m. in the Boogie Down Bronx. Knicks basketball is back. Well, preseason action at least. The Knickerbockers, they are in Abu Dhabi playing their preseason opener against the Sixers. And right now in the third quarter, the Knicks have an 81-57 lead over Philadelphia. Fan weather sponsored by Ray Cattina Lexus of Freehold. Experience the all-new, totally redesigned Ray Cattina Lexus of Freehold, the largest Lexus dealership in Central and South Jersey. See the first ever Lexus TX with the most storage behind the third row of any Lexus yet. Visit LexusofFreehold.com and drive home in something extraordinary. Right now it's 66 degrees and sunny in Central Park, and that's what's happening. I'm Dexter Henry.
Evan Roberts. Tiki Barber. It's Evan and Tiki on WFAN, The Fan, 101.9 FM, and always live on the free Odyssey app.
The season is not over yet. There may have been some shaky moments in the midst of Game 2, but the New York Yankees survive, which means we are back at Yankee Stadium for a winner-take-all Yankee-Red Sox game, and we are broadcasting with an extended Evan and Tiki all the way until 7:25. Then you'll get the pregame show, and then you will get the game, the New York Yankees and the Boston Red Sox. We got a lot to do over the next 5.5 hours. But, Tiki, to me, I was in the building last night, great energy, great excitement. There are many moments that we will go through and certainly look ahead to tonight. But the star of the game, I even wrote it down in my scorebook. I have this little box where I write the star of the game. Yes. And I would like you, Tiki, to read the name in my scorebook box.
Jazz Chisum.
Jazz Chisum. And it isn't normal for a guy.
Great for him to be starting in Game 1. Just saying.
That's different. That's different.
Of course it was.
But think about it. He goes 0 for 3 in Game 2, yet there were 2 moments that were so critical. The diving play that saved a run in which the Red Sox were on the verge of taking the lead in the 7th inning, and Yoshida hits that baseball, and Jazz doesn't get an out, but he keeps it on the infield. And combine that with going from first to home in a little over 9 seconds on an RBI single, Jazz Chisum saved the Yankee season.
You're not even talking about the 3rd inning double play that he helped turn as well.
Good call.
Jazz did a bunch in this game, and it's really what my point was yesterday when I was not upset, but whatever, just scratching my head why one of your dogs, one of your core key players is not in the lineup for Game 1 of a wild card series at home. Jazz feels to me like he is, I know the moment, I'm going to rise to the occasion. There's certain athletes that you just get that feeling for, right? You just understand that they know when the moment's bright, I'm going to shine. I want to take advantage of it. And Jazz has done that, and he did it last night, and it was awesome.
And I look back now at the hanger situation from a night earlier. For those that don't remember, Jazz was interviewed after the Game 1 loss, and he had his back to the media, and he was focusing on his locker, and he was literally rearranging the hangers in his locker. Like, he wasn't doing anything other than that.
Right.
And at the time, and I'm a Jazz guy like you are, I remember before they traded for him, my grand prediction was that's a guy who you bring to New York becomes a star.
Right.
I think he's got a world of talent. I like him as a ball player, and I like his personality. But I was very mixed about how he handled the media the night before, backs to everybody. But seeing his response and then rethinking about it, and also I have to admit Shedeur Sanders impacted me too, because Shedeur was pantomiming answers to questions. I think Jazz Chisum is real. And there are very few guys in sports who are real. And the negative of being real is you can't lie.
No,
and when
you're
you
right.
can't lie, you're really going to show your emotions. And Jazz, as a competitor, was pissed off he didn't play in Game 1.
Yes.
We had a debate about it yesterday. We all know he's playing Game 3, so the debate is kind of over. And instead of looking into everyone's eyes and saying, yeah, I'm pissed off, Jazz was like, all right, I don't want to cause too much controversy, so I'm going to put my backs to everybody. But the most important thing is to then back it up when you get a chance to play. And the beautiful thing about baseball is you can go 0 for 3, which is what he did in this game, and still make an incredibly big impact on the base paths and with his glove. And that's a star, being able to make the impact even after being so pissed off from a night earlier.
It's interesting, Evan, because I didn't even think of it that way. The reason that he was turning his back was not to be dismissive and mocking of the media. It was because he was actually pissed off.
Yeah.
And he actually would have said something that he probably would have regretted and gotten crapped on because of his lack of professionalism. But instead, he just kind of distracted his mind, fiddled with something, a little fidget toy that he was playing with in the back, and he turned around ultimately and came out yesterday and had the game that he had. And look, that's what you need, those type of guys on your team who, even when they're not at their best, they're still at their best.
Yeah.
Most guys, some guys, when they're not at their best, they just shrink and they fall apart and they sulk. They got their head down. They don't want to be a part of the solution. Jazz is he's just Jazz. I don't even know how to describe it.
And the other thing is, and I think the old school Yankee fans going to appreciate this, when the Yankees get eliminated in the postseason, which has happened basically every year since 2010, the rare years of missing the playoffs, but when you're in the playoffs, it usually ends, and the conversations are always the same. Oh, they're too all or nothing. They rely too much on the home run. They need to do the little things. Now, home runs are important. When Ben Rice had a home run in the first inning, that was pretty important. Right. It gave them an early 2-0 lead. But little things matter. And when you look at Game 2 and you look at the difference between winning and losing, here are just a couple of little things the Yankees did that the Red Sox didn't that made the difference. Number one, the Jazz Chisum diving play, keeping that ball on the infield. You brought up the double play he turned against Alex Bregman defensively. Great play. Little play, great play. Another thing on the other end is Ceddanne Rafaela can't lay down a bunt. That's a little thing. Yeah. They don't execute it. The other one is Duran, who's usually a good defensive outfielder, doesn't catch a line drive that's hit right at him off the bat of Aaron Judge.
It was a hit. It was not an error.
It was a hit, but it was one of those things where it's not really a hit, but it doesn't matter.
No, you're right.
It doesn't. No Yankee fan gives a rat's patoot if it's a hit or an error. The bottom line is bat was put on ball. Good things happened because another team, not you, didn't make the play. But those little things matter. Or even Jazz Chisum on 3-2 with 2 outs. We all know he's running from first base. He is running immediately. It takes him 9.2 seconds to score. I saw this great video from John Boy Media of the overhead view, like my favorite seat in the house, upper deck, like the all 9 as you like to call it. Yeah. And just watching him glide and score from first reminds you of Eno Slaughter. Right. That was Cardinals Red Sox, like World Series in the 40s.
Yeah.
But nevertheless, it was the little thing, man.
But even before that, it was the walk.
Yes.
Right? How he got on base was just, it was, I mean, how hard is it to take that, 97-mile-an-hour fastball right inside? I mean, it just barely missed the plate. But he took it, and that's what got him on first base. And then ultimately, give credit to Austin Wells for having a great 7-pitch at bat. And that thing was in play by an inch.
It was close, man.
It basically hit right on the inside of the line. Yep. And I think the reason Jazz was able to score is because it hit the wall. Yeah. Right. If it goes all the way back, Eaton probably gets to it quicker, and Jazz might be dead at home. But the construction of the stadium, even Yankee Stadium, helped the Yankees get the 4-3 lead and ultimately get the victory to even this series.
Now, they didn't do every little thing right. Like, for example, early in this game, Carlos Rodon on the bunt makes the bad throw, and it led to the Red Sox getting those first 2 runs of the game. But the other little thing they didn't do right, and this is the beautiful thing about baseball, when you win, history is written by the winners. So you and I spend 5 minutes talking about Jazz Chisum. When they lose like they did in Game 1, you and I are sparring on Aaron Boone's decision to keep Max Fried in the game versus take him out. Last night, and I don't care what side of the aisle you're on, Aaron Boone, who I defended yesterday, damn screwed up. because allowing Carlos Rodon to start the 7th inning, and then, after he issues a 4-pitch walk, to then say, oh, gee golly, I'm going to keep him in for another batter. That is brain-dead managing.
That's overcorrecting is what it is.
Is that, I've heard a lot of people say that today, that he was thinking about the Fried decision.
How could he not? How could he not be? He got skewered from that yesterday.
But he was right. What he did with Fried was right.
I don't think he was right.
To me,
he wanted to be extra cautious to make the right decision relative to his pitcher. Not the moment, but to his pitcher. What did his pitcher want to do? And that was a case where he struggled in the 6th. He obviously gets into the 7th, and he walks a batter. And the next thing you know, it's like, all right, here comes another one. And he walks another one. And then you're in a really tough situation. And Boone delayed. So this is the problem with evaluating managers. And I'm not by any means saying Aaron Boone should be fired. Get him out of here. I know everybody was saying that yesterday. But understanding that little nuance, I couldn't do it. I played football, but I can see it when it's wrong. I can see it when it's not completely right. And I feel like that's what Aaron Boone is struggling with. He doesn't have that pulse on the moment with each of his individual guys. It's like the whole Bill Belichick thing. Not Bill Belichick, Bill Parcells, when you're coaching Lawrence Taylor and when you're coaching, I don't know, Johnny-come-lately, Joey Average, right? You coach Joey Average very hard.
Right.
LT is late to the meeting. He says, "Why'd you start the meeting without him?"
The meeting starts when LT shows
right,
up.
Exactly. So there's a pulse you got to have, and sometimes he lacks that.
Well, I think he lacked it last night. I mean, I defended the Max Fried stuff. We don't have to regurgitate it. We were on different sides. But I looked at Carlos Rodon last night after he gave up the home run to Trevor Story, which was a killer because the Yankees had just taken the lead. Now it's gone again.
Right.
Forget pitch count. We overrate pitch count too much both ways. And what I mean by that is, I say this a lot on the Rico, I get to say it now. Just because his pitch count is 83 and it's low doesn't make it an automatic he should come back out for the next inning.
Yeah.
Just like if a pitch count is 100 doesn't make it an automatic that the guy shouldn't come out for the next inning.
And that felt like the calculus.
Well, I think it was a mistake because
No, I'm disagreeing with you. That felt like what he was calculating. No, it's only
maybe.
82.
Here's the thing. I don't know. I think a part of it was that you mentioned the overcorrection. Maybe it's just a lack of trust in the bullpen. Like, hey, I don't trust my bullpen so much. I'm going to squeeze out as much as I can from Rodon. But I disagreed with him to start at the 7th inning.
Yeah.
I was not alone. I watched this game with Sean. I watched this game with Big Mac. I watched this game partially with Keith. Keith was there at times. And I think we were all universal that Rodon needed to come out. But once Rodon walks, Nate Eaton on 4 pitches, what are we doing? Mm-hmm. And this is the funny part, right? I'm bringing this up now. This would be the headline if they lost the game.
Of course it would be.
But because they won, I feel like I'm shoehorning it in. But I think it's important because we always judge it more critically when you lose. This was losing managing.
Yeah.
Because to allow him to face Duran just because it's a matchup you like, he just walked the guy on 4 pitches. He's done.
Right.
It's obvious he's done.
After going to see him the inning before.
Yes. By the way, was it him? Because we're sitting so far away in the upper deck. I think it was the pitching. I don't actually think it was Boone.
Blake?
But I think it was Blake, right?
We couldn't tell.
Yeah, I don't know.
What, they came out?
Yeah.
We couldn't tell if it was Boone or Blake.
Boone.
Was it Boone?
Yes.
Dude, where we were sitting, I didn't even know Whitlock was in the game until the 2nd inning.
But Tiki, here's why. Two things. I'm not crazy. So, yes, we're in the ballpark. We can't see. We're exonerated. After the game, Boone denied he went out to speak to him. So I was like, oh, must have not been Boone.
No, it was Boone.
So Boone forgot he went out to speak to him?
It definitely was Boone.
Fair enough.
I feel like the broadcast even said it was Boone.
Well, maybe the broadcast got it wrong.
Maybe.
Next break,
Possibly.
I'm looking back at the video.
Possibly.
Yeah.
Because I just took it for granted. Oh, yeah, that's Boone. And then I kind of stopped paying attention.
But either way, he shouldn't have stayed in the game. And quite frankly, think about how lucky Aaron Boone is. Think about
he shouldn't have come back for the 7th inning. He should have stayed in the game in the 6th. He was fine. He got through that.
Yeah.
The 7th, he should not
have started a clean inning.
Yeah. Absolutely. He should have come out of the game for the 7th inning. Like, leave the game.
Yes.
If you're going to keep him in, once he walks the leadoff hitter on 4 pitches, now it's automatic. Boone didn't do that. And think about how lucky he got. Fernando Cruz comes in, and Rafaela doesn't get a bunt down.
Yeah.
Okay, that is just pure luck.
Right, would set up the double play.
No, this is the next inning.
Oh, this is the next inning, right.
Right. Then Yoshida gets a hit that should have given the Red Sox the lead. Again, lucky because Jazz Chisum makes a great play. And then Trevor Story misses a home run by a couple of feet.
No, we knew. I knew it wasn't going out. You know how I knew
You
it
didn't
was?
miss it, bro, by much.
You know how I knew it wasn't going out? Because yesterday when we were sitting in Party Suite 5, I was looking dead at the flags.
Right.
And what the first thing I said to you, man, the wind's blowing in today.
Oh, that's true. You did say that.
I did.
Yes.
And so as soon as he hit that thing, I was like, yeah, launch angle's a little high. This is my baseball savantish coming in. That's a little high. That one's going to get caught up a little bit. And so when Trent Grisham catches it on the warning track, I was like, yeah, I was right.
Yeah, you were right.
If I would have went out, I'd have been pissed. But you know what I mean.
Evan was willing it out.
No,
Come on.
not.
You can follow Grisham's feet. You knew it wasn't going out. I was actually calm at that moment.
My point was it was close. Yes. Fernando Cruz, and I have no issue with his celebrations. I think that's awesome. He's excited. I mean, he was very lucky because the bunt turned into a gift.
Yes.
And then that was a just miss. My point to you is Aaron Boone came this close to screwing up game 2, and I'm telling you, if they would have lost that game yesterday.
That way,
and their offense doesn't hit enough, he's getting fired this afternoon. I don't think he would have survived it, but here's the credit. He didn't blow it. Cruz got those last few outs. Devin Williams did his job. David Bednar did his job. That was close, too.
Big double play by Williams, too.
Huge double play. Offense scratches out just enough runs, and they win the game, and history is written by the winners. But I'll tell you, as someone that defended Boone and the Fried handling the night before, his handling of Rodon, in my humble opinion, was horrific.
Well, no biggie. He's just got to handle a rookie in Cam Schlittler and a tired bullpen tonight in a game like this. So nothing to worry about.
Well, we got a lot to talk about concerning tonight's game. We'll get some of your thoughts from last night. 888-808-1019 is the toll-free number. And also, and we'll answer this question when we get back, I did something very sneaky last night that only a few people are aware of. I secretly recorded Sean Morash and Big Mac watching the Yankees game. And so we have some things to share. And before we go to break, I'm going to ask you a question, and we will reveal it with audio when we come back. Carlos Rodon's pitching performance, standing ovation worthy, nice applause worthy, or boo worthy?
Well done.
Well done?
Well done. Not standing applause, but good job. Well done.
Okay. We will hear Sean Morash's reaction as Carlos Rodon walked off the mound last night. 888-808-1019. We are live from Yankee Stadium, and we're live from the Town Fair Tire Studios, powered by Town Fair Tire. Nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody.
Are you looking to enhance your home experience? Of course you are. Everybody wants to upgrade their home. Discover the new Slowman Shield Link, the ultimate all-in-one ecosystem for integrating your smart devices with the Slowman Shield. Slowman Shield Links takes everyday routines and actions based on your preferences and connects other devices to react based on your actions. Imagine arriving home at night and your lights, favorite music, and TV all turn on as you enter your home. The Shield Link can act on almost any scenario and create scenes based on what you want to occur. So whether you want your thermostats to turn down when you turn your alarm on or automatically lock your doors and ensure your security lighting is turned on, these scenarios are a reality with Slowman Shield Link integration platform. On top of that, the Slowman Shield Link is compatible with devices already in your home. Slowman's includes installation for devices plus offers 24/7 support. Whether you need to troubleshoot a problem or just want to add programming, you can call at any time. Embrace the future of home living by calling 1-800-ALARM-ME today or visit SlowmanShieldLink.com to get the Slowman Shield Link.
The Bombers struck back, and now the stage is set for a winner-take-all rumble in the Bronx.
In front of the plate, he slides, he is in there! He's in there! The Yankees have the lead!
It doesn't get any better than a New York-Boston showdown when everything's on the line.
I mean, it's been two great games, these first two. A lot of big plays on both sides.
Catch all the action, all the postseason drama, here on your exclusive home for New York Yankees baseball. 101.9 FM WFAN. And always live on the free Odyssey app.
This is the Duke's country song. It's a song about the best mayo. It has a yellow lid, and its full name is Duke's Mayonnaise. Get Duke's Mayo in store. It's got twang.
If you're tired of dealing with dummies every time you shop for a car, I get it. All the games they play, the back and forth, it's brutal. Well, the team over at Route 22 Toyota seem to have it figured out. They're real people who have made the entire process of buying a car simple and that smart. Plus, they're easy to get to, right on Route 22 in Hillside, New Jersey, and they're always on the money with incredible deals on their huge selection of new and used Toyota. So remember, if you're tired of dealing with dummies, get over to Route 22 Toyota and experience the smart way to buy your next vehicle. Dunkin's $6 meal deal is kind of wild. You get a bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich, 6-piece hash browns, and a medium hot or iced coffee, all for $6. That's the main character meal energy you need this fall. Get it now in Dunkin' stores or order ahead on the Dunkin' app. No substitutions. Participation and times may vary. Offer price varies in California and Hawaii. Limited time offer cannot be combined with other offers. Exclusions and terms apply.
Get ready for more Evan and Tiki on The Fan.
1-877 Cars for Kids. K-A-R-S Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Call 1-877 Cars for Kids to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now, 1-877 Cars for Kids.
Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too?
Upgrade your laundry routine with a durable and reliable Maytag laundry pair at Lowe's. Like the new Maytag washer and dryer with performance-enhanced stain-fighting power. Designed to cut through serious dirt and grime. And what's great is this laundry pair is in stock and ready for delivery when you need it the most. Don't miss out. Shop Maytag in-store or online today at Lowe's.
You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
There's nothing like when you get that part from eBay and it just fits. Yeah, the first time. So you can do less of this and get right back to more of this. At eBay, you'll find all the parts you need, guaranteed to fit, at prices you'll love. Sounds good, doesn't it? eBay. Things people love. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
My ride smells just right, just right, just right, just right.
I gotta try that Febreze car.
Just right, just right, just right. La 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 la. With up to 40 days of consistent sin. All over Febreze car clips right on your bed. You know my car's my happy place. Keep that smile on my face. When it smells just right, just right, just right. Yeah, breathe happy Febreze. La 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 la.
We get it. Attention spans just aren't what they used to be. Heads in social media and eyes on Netflix. But what do people do with their ears? Well, for one, they're listening to audio. Americans spend 4.4 hours with audio every day. Oh, and you want the proof? Well, you just sat through this ad that's now approaching 30 seconds. What could you say to a potential customer in 30 seconds? Let Odyssey put together a media plan tailor-made for your unique marketing needs. Advertise with Odyssey. Visit ads.odyssey.com.
Listen to You Better You Bet with Nick Costa Sunday morning at 8 right here on The Fan. Nick will preview all the football action and get you ready for kickoff. Presented by BetMGM. Make it legendary. Please gamble responsibly. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Diving for that grounder got you grounded? We've got specialists for that. Layup, take you down? We've got specialists for that. With 45 Castle Connolly top doctors, Orland & Cohen specialists are considered among the best in the nation by their peers, which can mean a better outcome for you. From Staten Island to Southampton, our network is open 7 days a week, so you can feel better, faster. Visit OrlandCohen.com.
4 distinct all-electric Cadillacs. Some drive them for performance. Others drive them for the range. And some drive them because it's the only way to make an entrance. 3 different ways to turn every drive into an occasion. Whatever your reason, there's never been a better time to say, Let's take the Cadillac. The all-electric Cadillac family of vehicles. Escalade IQ, Vistic, Optic, and Lyric. Visit your Tri-State Cadillac dealer today.
Hey, football fans, picture this. You bet on your favorite player to score the first touchdown in the game, but his teammate scores instead. If this happens, BetMGM wants to give you another chance at the end zone. With BetMGM's second chance promotion, you'll get your stake back if your first touchdown scorer scores second instead. That's right, bet on any pro football player to score the first touchdown of the game. If you're right, you win. If your player scores second, you get your stake back in cash. With BetMGM's second chance offer, you have a chance to keep the fun going after the first player crosses the goal line. BetMGM and GameSense remind you to play responsibly. See BetMGM.com for terms. 21 plus years of age or older to wager and physically present in New York and New Jersey only. Existing customer offer. Subject to eligibility requirements. Rewards paid back in unrestricted withdrawable funds. Gambling problem? For New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY. For New Jersey, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Your friends pretend they know sports. WFAN actually does. Get smarter, louder, and way more annoying at watch parties. The Fan, 101.9 FM, and always streaming on the Odyssey, iHeartRadio, and TuneIn apps.
Live from a sun-soaked Yankee Stadium, where tonight could be the final baseball game of the year in New York, or it could be just the beginning. Winner take all Game 3 Yankees Red Sox. We're going to take you right up until the pregame show at 7:25. We are going to give you a chance to be in the building. Coming up in the 3 o'clock hour, you will hear a piece of audio that you may have become familiar with of the manager.
It's all right there in front of us.
That's right.
That's not your cue yet.
Not yet. It's all in the 3 o'clock hour. But when you hear that, the first caller on our contest line will win tickets to be in the building tonight for Yankees Red Sox.
Tonight?
Winner take all Game 3.
Tonight. So if you haven't made plans tonight, you can get tickets for tonight.
Damn right.
I think even if you made plans, just scrap them to be here tonight.
Of course. You got free tickets from the Fan for Yankees Red Sox. Now, Tiki, I don't know if you're going to be proud of me or disgusted by me.
Okay.
But last night at the game, I was at the game. I was lucky enough to sit next to Sean Morash, Chris McMonigal.
Proud of you
Tommy
so far.
Lugauer was there.
So far, I'm proud.
Keith McPherson stopped by.
All proud.
And I decided to secretly record during the game at times.
You're a creeper, dude.
Yeah, you total loser.
You are a creeper.
A creeper?
A creeper.
With all that said, would you like to hear some of my secret audio?
Yes, of course.
So last night, Carlos Rodon, and let me refresh my memory by looking at the scorebook, I would say he pitched pretty well. He ended up going 6+ innings, allowed 4 hits, 3 walks, 6 strikeouts, 3 walks, made the error in the third inning, gave up those 2 runs in the third inning, the big base hit to Trevor Story, gave up the big home run to Trevor Story in the 6th, got out of the 6th inning, and as we talked about, Boone mistakenly allowed him to start the 7th, but fortunately no harm, no foul.
Right.
When Carlos Rodon was pulled after hitting Jarren Duran in the 7th inning, what would the reaction be of you if you were in the building? And then I want you to guess Sean Morash's reaction.
My reaction would have been... No, I'm going to give Sean's reaction first.
All right, a prediction on Sean's reaction. Go ahead.
Great job hitting that sorry SOB. Great job. My reaction would have been... Time to go.
So like a golf clap and a time to go?
A near non-reaction, I think Tiki's saying.
Yeah.
Okay. That's interesting because
the bathroom trip.
The guy did pitch into the 7th inning.
I know. And you hit Duran.
But those 2 base runners, I don't even put on him. He shouldn't have been in the game.
Yeah, but whatever.
Spoiler alert, I don't put those 2 base runners on him either.
History tells us that it was okay. So I can't even be upset about
but
it.
in the moment as he's coming out of the game, we don't know what history is going to say quite yet. So
let's hear what Sean actually said.
Here it is, ladies and gentlemen. Sean, do you give me permission to play secret audio?
At this point, yes. I'm going to look like I'm hiding something if I don't say yes.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, here is Sean Morash, and you may hear a little bit of Big Mac as well, reacting to Rodon being taken out of the game.
What are we cheering for? What are you cheering for? Enjoy the offseason, Carlos.
Didn't have a lot of confidence or wind was coming.
It was only the 7th inning.
Now hold on. I gotta be fair. Now that they've won the game, I could look back and go, all right, solid enough start. There were points that electrified me. What put me over the edge last night, Tiki? You could read a final stat line, it's fine. When they take the lead 3-2, and we basically haven't even sat back in our seats from the lead, and he gave it right back up with the Story homer, I lost my bleeping mind. To me, when you get, ace-like efforts, and Ace doesn't give that lead back right away like that. I know Boston's pesky.
Yeah.
That, to me, lost me with Carlos Rodon last night.
I get it, though, but you could tell he was struggling with that. Well, first of all, with Trevor's Story.
Totally.
But that particular at-bat, he was struggling with it because he got behind 2-0 immediately. And you knew exactly what was coming.
Of course. You booed him.
I did.
You booed him mercifully, and then you screamed, enjoy the offseason.
Mercilessly.
Mercilessly. Thank you.
Well, at that point, and you knew, because we rode this roller coaster last time, I thought they were losing the game.
I understand that, but now that you're hearing the audio.
But it was still tied.
By the way, he's allowed to enjoy the offseason whenever it happens.
Do you feel bad about that?
No, I don't. Because you
should feel ashamed. I'm proud of you, Evan, for capturing that.
Thank you, Tiki.
I'm not ashamed. And I'm sitting next to McMonagle, who claps at every bad thing. It was driving me nuts last night.
Yeah, we'll break this down later. Sean and Big Mac, two great Yankee fans, could not be more different in terms of how they consume a baseball game. I find it absolutely fascinating. But more on that later. And Tommy and I, because he was very helpful in this process, we have more audio from last night's game.
Geez.
But, Tiki, we need to do some editing because there may have been some inappropriate words used. And so later on, with your permission, of course, we will reveal more secret audio of Sean Morash watching a Yankee game.
Did you have like a GoPro in your hat? Like, I don't understand.
It wasn't that difficult. I took my phone out and just started recording. You didn't notice. It wasn't that obvious.
Oh, good for me for paying attention to the game. How about that?
Yeah, you did a great job.
He's a Met fan. What do you expect?
I'm a baseball fan, Teak.
Yes.
I'm an IBO having a good time at the ballpark. Let's hear from the people. Remember, a chance to win Yankee tickets in the 3 o'clock hour. 3 o'clock hour. Make sure you're listening. A chance to be in the building for Yankees Red Sox. Let's lead this baby off with Ted, who's calling from one of the most wonderful towns on Long Island, Hewlett. Used to kick their ass in football all the time. What's up, Ted?
How you doing, man? Thanks so much for taking my call.
What's up, Ted?
Thanks for letting me be the first caller. Okay. So first of all, I got to give you guys major props. Your initial segment on the Yankees was spot on. I think the only thing you're missing in this is you're analyzing Boone in Game 1, Boone in Game 2. What we should be really analyzing is why is he still the manager of the Yankees? He proved mid-season he stinks.
He went to the World Series last year. He went to the World Series last year. It gives him some grace,
Okay, but wait a minute. Let's get serious here. Who was the hottest hitter in all of Major League Baseball the last 2 weeks of the season? Ben Rice. He had 378. I looked it up.
Yeah.
He's got in lineup in Game 1.
Yeah.
And then he proves them wrong and hit the 2-run home run, which was the difference in Game 2.
No. Ted, and thank you for the call, sir. It didn't prove him wrong. He was facing Brian Bayo. Is Brian Bayo Garrett Crochet now?
No, of course
So then
not.
how could you say it proves him wrong?
But he sat down because of data. So Ben Rice stood up and was like, take that for data.
You guys are something else. I think what we are now doing as baseball fans, and Tiki is now a part of the baseball fan community, he's a savant, is now any time we disagree with something, we call it data and sabermetrics and geekdom. This has been going on since the 1800s.
Of course.
And remember, nobody could use a computer but nerds.
Yes,
We're very big on the nerd stuff.
Here's the thing, Evan.
What?
To me, it's not even about the sabermetrics and the lefty-righty matchups and all that nonsense. It is, who are your best players? That's what Ted was saying. Who are the guys?
Ben Rice is not their best player against a lefty like Crochet. He's just not. Against Bayo, he's batting cleanup.
Has he been one of their best players in general? Forget the pitching matchup.
Yeah, but
over the last month of the season.
It's not a good matchup for him. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Everyone keeps fighting about this, and you guys are wrong. Respectfully, you're wrong.
I'm sorry it was a great matchup for Ahmad Rosario then.
It was?
I'm sorry it was a great matchup for whoever else.
It was for Ahmed Rosario. But Teak, last night, Ben Rice hit a first-pitch two-run home run. Freaking awesome, by the way.
Yes.
Electrified Yankee Stadium.
Yes.
We were sitting up in the right field corner, so it was below us. Right. Great view of it. Awesome.
Right.
Ben Rice.
They all swung on the first pitch.
Yeah, well, Ben Rice knew what was coming. More on that later. The Yankees have figured out a lot of it's not cheating, but the Yankees have figured out the Red Sox and what they're throwing, and good for them on that. Mm-hmm. But Ben Rice hitting a home run off Brian Bayo does not prove Aaron Boone wrong for not playing him against Garrett Crochet. They are completely unrelated. And the fact that here we are for a Game 3 Yankees-Red Sox, our first caller, guys did a great job breaking down the series, but here's where you screwed up. Boone should have been fired 6 years ago. It's like, what?
To be fair, you are now in, and I know we're still recapping a lot of last night, a winner-take-all Game 3 with Aaron Boone playing chess with Alex Cora. And I think that is still, despite the positive moments last night, a fear in many Yankees fans' minds as they start pacing around wherever they are some 6 hours before this
And
game
that is understandable. The way you frame that, very understandable. Bob is calling from Woodland Park, New Jersey. What's up today, Bob?
Hey, Bob.
Hey, how are you guys? Long time calling. Couple things. I have like 5 points that I want to make about Aaron Boone. To me, he has absolutely no in-game feel for the game. He makes moves. His players do things that just boggle my mind. You know, when he went out to go get free, I understand going out, but as soon as he walks out of the dugout, hasn't even talked to his pitcher yet, you're out of the game.
Right.
This is your ace. Go and talk to him. If he tells you, yeah, I'm gassed, there's nothing you can do. Doesn't even give that pitcher the chance to tell him how he's feeling.
I think that part of the free debate, Bob, and thanks for the call, is fair. And we mentioned that yesterday, almost allowing through some, Jedi mind tricks, you allow that pitcher to convince you to stay in the game, unless you're convicted that the guy is done. Now, I think that Max Fried, and it's different between Fried and Rodon. I was thinking Max Fried was done. I knew Rodon was done.
Right. It's also the first season that he's been with Max Fried.
Right.
And so, and obviously the first postseason. Carlos Rodon, he knows a little bit. It's been 3 years. Just the third season, right?
Yeah.
Third season. So it's been a couple of years.
Second real season because the first one barely didn't exist.
Right, exactly. But he knows him a little bit.
Right.
So he can should have a better feel. And so maybe you give him the benefit of the doubt with that. But at the same time, it's Max Fried. He's your ace. And he wasn't that deep in the pitch count.
Carlos Rodon deserves a lot of credit for this. His first playoff start he ever made with the Yankees last year, he was hyper and he was emotional and he was freaking out when he came off the mound in the first inning. And he admitted after the game that probably affected him in that series against Kansas City. Carlos Rodon also admitted he worked with Andy Pettitte on calming down. And last night, in that 6-inning performance, he was calm as a cucumber.
Yeah.
He is a different guy than what he was a year ago. And you have to respect somebody that's growing as they get more experience.
He also
here.
talked about this. Sean brought it up yesterday, or maybe 2 days ago, how having a baby calmed him down. And, when you become a parent and all of a sudden it is not about you any longer, then things really get put into perspective. What's important, what's matter, what can I control, what can I not, etc. So you can't discount that because that's from his own mouth.
Yeah. That does change you. It changes you as a person.
Oh, yeah.
You become very different.
Wait till you have 6.
6? No, wait for it. I'm not having that.
Me and Evan combined ain't having 6.
I think we're done. Or at least I'm done. I don't want to speak for Sean and his wife.
You can speak for me.
All right. Let's go down. I have something I want to say about babies. I don't know if it's appropriate to say.
Why?
Because I don't know if it's supposed to be a secret. Remember last night, the Met player ran into a buddy of mine?
Yep.
Baby was there.
Oh, yeah.
Am I supposed to talk about that?
No. There may or may not be a new Met baby. That's all you could say.
All I'll know is that a friend of mine went to a bar last night and randomly ran into a Met player who was with his 2-week-old baby at the bar.
So had the Mets made the playoffs, it wouldn't have been an issue.
2 weeks? It couldn't have been 2 weeks.
That's what the player told my friend. 2 weeks? The kid's 2 weeks old.
Wow.
That's awesome to take your kid out at 2 weeks old.
Yeah. Well, why don't you just give him a shot of tequila while you're at it?
I think it's great, especially if you know you're about to make a lot of money.
That's true. Well, this Met player was out at the bar in my neck of the woods. I wish I was there. I wish I wasn't at the Yankee game with you guys. No, I'm just kidding. And apparently he was just hanging out. Baby was there. Everybody was saying what's up. Hopefully you stay. So whoever that player is, use your judgment.
Was the baby's name Layla?
Let's go to Matt in St. Augustine, Florida. What's up today, Matt?
It's been 6 years since you told me, Matt from White Plains, that you weren't sure if you would let your son play for me as a baseball coach. That still hurts, Ev. Do you remember me, Ev?
I do, and I've reconsidered. I want him to play for you. He needs a hard ass, that's for sure.
And Ev, you can ask Purchase. You can ask Purchase. You can ask Harrison. Ask Marco. Okay, me. They'll know me. Yeah. Anyway, hey, I hope Jerry Recco is listening. Tiki, by the way, Rodney Hampton was my favorite. You were my second, but you were better than Rodney. I'll give that to you.
Damn, he was the man. That was my dude.
Loved him. Second time I told you that. I won't say it again. Hey, Ev.
Yes.
Ev, baseball gods. Okay, baseball gods.
Yeah.
I can talk to you, Evan. We could sit at a bar and talk, even though you were a NARP and I wasn't. We can still talk. Okay?
Yeah, okay.
What was the worst managerial decision? Obviously, it's baseball. Okay. It was during COVID. I'll give you another hint. In the history of baseball, that got no attention.
Taking Blake Snell out when he was taken out in the World Series.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. I was on my couch in Stamford, Connecticut, watching this game during COVID. I could not believe what happened. Now, baseball gods, hey, Jerry, you listening? What happened the next inning? Ev, do you remember?
Bullpen imploded, and the Dodgers won.
The next inning. The very next inning. Okay?
Yeah.
Who were the two best players last night for the Yankees?
Ben Rice, because he hit the home run. Aaron Judge, who had a couple of hits.
Not Judge.
Jazz.
Austin Wells.
Jazz.
Carlos Rodon.
Jazz.
Chisum.
Ben Rice and Jazz were the two best players for the Yankees last night. He scored from first on a base hit, no joke. Obviously, the home run. Plus, he ripped that ball that got caught. Whatever that was. I forget.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
Second, and that was in the third inning with guys on base. Could have driven a bunch of runs.
What happened when they took Max Fried out? Immediately. What happened?
Luke Weaver imploded.
Immediately. Tiki. Listen, I'm not going to sit here and brag. I was a nobody, but I did play Division I collegiate baseball 4 years. I was a starter. Baseball gods, the gods matter. You don't sit.
That's funny.
30
well,
guy.
I mean, I think the gods don't care in the regular season.
Thank you for the call, Matt. Good to hear from you.
I don't think they care in the regular season, but somehow in the postseason it always seems to happen that way.
But gods don't have MLB TV. They
no,
rate,
they
watch
don't.
The national
They're
games.
like, you have offended me.
But there's a couple of things.
I will get my vengeance in the form of Luke Weaver.
Jazz Chisum starting in yesterday's game, I think, is more of a debate. And you convinced me yesterday, okay, I want Ahmed Rosario in the lineup. I'll find a different way to get him in the lineup, whether it's third base or right field. I will give you that.
Hitting in the 8th inning.
Well, that I screamed about. I completely agree with you. Should have pinch hit for Austin Wells in the 8th inning. But taking Max Fried out is so different than Blake Snell. Taking Blake Snell out was like preemptively, way too prematurely thinking and really outsmarting yourself.
Yeah.
Whether you disagree or not, Matt, and Tiki disagreed, I watched Max Fried, and it felt like he was at the end. So I think it's different. And I don't think it's the baseball gods. I think it's the fact that Luke Weaver, for whatever reason, is not the same guy. Mm-hmm. Last year, he was your closer. Last year, you trusted Luke Weaver out of the bullpen more than anybody else. Okay. Now, where is he on your list? He's not any good. So I don't think in 2 nights ago's cases, it was baseball gods. It was, one guy's not very good in Luke Weaver. And I think Aaron Boone tried to stick with his gut and look at Max Fried and say, I think I got the best out of him. So I think it's different. Right. That's just me. Let's go to Charlie in West Milford, New Jersey. Hey, Charlie.
Hey, Evan. Hey,
What's up,
I called you a couple of months ago.
Yeah.
Saying that Aaron Boone should be fired.
Yes.
He should be gone. Gone. He gets me, like, I get sick just
in the middle of the playoffs?
They won last night.
Yes.
I know, they won, dude.
I don't care. He's going to lose. We're not going to win a World Series with him as a manager. We will not win a World Series as him as a manager. He stinks.
This is an unbelievable roll.
Well, thank you for the call, sir. Why, you're surprised, Sean? You wanted him fired in the 4th inning last night. Who are you?
All right, so can a couple things be true here? Can I speak as a Yankee fan right now? I am so down on Aaron Boone more than I ever been before. However, they won a game last night to avoid elimination in which Alex Cora, the other guy, pulled Brian Bayo very early, and it ended up kind of backfiring for him. And we are set up tonight where the Yankees could do something they haven't done since 2003. Take a home winner-take-all game versus the Boston Red Sox with the guy who hit the home run that night managing. Can we worry about firing Aaron Boone tomorrow if they lose this game?
Exactly.
Does every caller today have to be negative on Aaron Boone now? Can we get a little positive?
That was yesterday's news.
Yeah, I'm as negative as anybody, but even now, a little positivity today.
Yeah, I think the fans can taste it, and what I mean by that is if the Yankees lose tonight, and I happen to not think that they will, that's just my opinion, and I get the sense most Yankee fans are also kind of with me that they have confidence tonight, especially with the state of the Red Sox bullpen, which we'll dive deeper into as the show rolls on. But if they lose tonight, I think Aaron Boone's seat is going to be the hottest it has ever been as manager of the Yankees, because one of my defenses of Aaron Boone, and Big Mac has said the same thing, he copies me on this, is that Aaron Boone has never lost a playoff series to a team that's worse than him. Like every time they've lost in 2018, the Red Sox were better.
Right.
In 2019, the Astros were better. In 2020, the Rays were better. In 21, Red Sox better. 2022, Astros better. And I know we've debated this, Tiki. Last year, I think the Dodgers were better.
Yeah, they probably are, but they were so physically compromised. I mean, Shohei Ohtani was basically crippled out there and still playing.
The point is, this would be the first clear-cut time they would lose a playoff series to a team that they are superior to. And they are. No question in my mind, they are a more talented, better team than the Boston Red Sox. So if that goes the wrong way for the first time, my big argument in defending Aaron Boone over the years is out the window.
You know
so
what?
Yankee fans smell the blood, even though if you win tonight, we can move on and who knows where this goes.
And I think there's a track record going to that Dodger series. Fans have still not forgotten about Game 1, Nestor Cortez Freeman. And you can sense it by how many people 2 days later, even after a win, are still bringing up taking out Max Fried.
Right.
There is now a resume beginning to build against Aaron Boone in pitching decisions as to why they lose playoff series. And if they lose tonight, it could be a million moves he makes. Everybody's still going to go back to Game 1 and go, you lost the series because you pulled Max Fried in Game 1.
Because that's why people credit them losing the Dodger series. Because you decided to go with Nestor Cortez instead of Tim Hill.
We will come back with more of your calls. We'll also take a look at what this lineup should be tonight. We'll first guess the lineup before it comes out. And, of course, talk to you at 888-808-1019. And remember, coming up in the 3 o'clock hour, when you hear the cue from the manager who's being criticized all day today, that'll be your chance to win tickets to see Yankees Red Sox tonight. That's coming up in the 3 o'clock hour.
And this Odyssey Sports Minute is brought to you by NJMEP Manufacturing Day on October 3rd in Freehold.
It's BT and Sal, middays 10 to 2 on the Fan, 101.9 FM.
To me, it's not just baseball stuff. This Mets team, this is a bigger issue, I grant you that. This team, if I had a wrecking ball, I would take it and I would smash this pieces into 100 pieces.
Listen to BT and Sal on demand on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts.
This is Andrew Bogish with an Odyssey Sports Minute. The Colorado Rockies are looking for a new general manager after Bill Schmidt stepped down yesterday. You'd think no one good would want the job after 119 losses this season, that altitude, and lame ownership. But apparently, the job has a lure with many smart minds eager to be the one that figures out how to make this team a consistent contender. Good luck on that. I'm Andrew Bogish.
Your favorite neighborhood spots run unsquare. You know the ones. Maybe it's the popular shop that just opened a new location by you, or the big sports bar that's always packed on game day. These places make the neighborhood, and the money spent there stays in your community. Square powers more than 4 million neighborhood businesses worldwide. To learn more, go to square.com, or just stop by your favorite local business. See you in the neighborhood. Square.
Sports fans, listen up. 1 in 8 men will be diagnosed with prostate cancer, and bladder leaks can be a side effect. That's why Depend is teaming up with the Prostate Cancer Foundation to encourage screening. because health is a long game and it's yours to win. Now, here's the cool part. Through November, Depend is contributing up to $300,000 to prostate cancer research by donating 25 cents for every purchase of Depend shields, guards, and Real Fit products. Void in Mississippi? Learn more at depend.com.
Looking for the lowest price on name brand tires? Get to Town Fair Tire and get the guaranteed lowest price on any name brand tire. Nobody beats a Town Fair Tire deal. Nobody.
Town Fair Tire.
Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey, the original triple distilled, triple blended, and triple cask matured Irish whiskey. When it's game time, it's Tully time. Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey, 40% alcohol by volume, imported by William Grant & Sons Incorporated, New York, New York.
Hey, Tiki here. Imagine a world where all your smart devices work together seamlessly in one simple ecosystem. Introducing the Slowman's Shield Link. With Slowman's Shield Link, transform your home into a truly intelligent smart home experience. Control your lights, heating and cooling, door locks, cameras, TVs, just about anything in your home. Life is busy and daily stresses add up. But with Slowman's Shield Link, your home tech works in harmony, making life more convenient, safe, and enjoyable. Now imagine pulling into your driveway, and with one tap, your home welcomes you. Lights on, doors unlocked, only to hear your favorite music. A true smart home isn't just about gadgets. It's about comfort and security. With Slowman Shield, enjoy a full integration of home security and automation, all at your fingertips. Make your life easier and your home a safer haven. Learn more at slowmanshieldlink.com or call 1-800-ALARM-ME. Embrace the future of home living with Slowman's Shield Link.
I'm Piera Palazzolo, VP of Digital Marketing for the American Management Association, a company focused on the management training skills needed to enhance the careers of business professionals. We did our research when it came to the best companies for website development and chose AmericanEagle.com. And we couldn't be happier. AmericanEagle.com worked closely with us to understand the front and back end requirements needed to launch an e-commerce website that could handle the complexities of running thousands of seminars nationwide. Our robust new website and improved SEO saw immediate increases in site traffic and web revenue. If you're in need of managerial effectiveness and success, visit our website at amanet.org. If you're in need of a website that provides an unparalleled consumer experience, I highly recommend AmericanEagle.com.
Transform your business today. Dial 877-WebNow1 for a free digital consultation with AmericanEagle.com.
Get ready for more Evan and Tiki on The Fan.
We could tell you what it's like to drive the Nissan Rogue and tell you all about its performance capabilities, like its VC turbo engine, its impressive fuel economy. Still going. It's I can go virtually anywhere type of freedom. Nice. But you don't have to take our word for it. Go drive it for yourself. You're up. Experience the power of the Nissan Rogue.
Drive the Nissan Rogue. Now get 0% APR financing for 60 months on the 2025 Nissan Rogue, Pathfinder, or Murano. For well-qualified buyers, example 0 down payment. 60 months financing at $1,667 per month per thousand financed. Actual down payment may vary. Subject to Nissan Motor Acceptance Company credit approval. Not all buyers qualify. Dealer contribution may affect actual price set by dealer. Contact dealer for details. Ends 11/3/25.
Every NFL Thursday is your chance to hit the jackpot on FanDuel, because with FanDuel's Thursday touchdown jackpot, you can win a share of $2 million in bonus bets each week. To get in on this Thursday's action, all you have to do is place an anytime touchdown scorer bet before the game kicks off. And if your player scores the first or last TD of the game, you'll win your bet plus a share of bonus bets. Just visit FanDuel.com/Geo to take a shot at the jackpot. That's FanDuel.com/GIO for your chance to win a share of $2 million in bonus bets. Play your game with FanDuel, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. FanDuel Sportsbook, also the official partner of WFAN. 21 and over and physically present in New York. Opt-in required. Must apply profit boost token on select market. Prize pool to be split equally among all eligible participants who made the correct first or last TD pick. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable bonus bets, which expire 21 days after receipt. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fan FanDuel.com. For help with a gambling problem, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369.
Hey, it's Jerry Recco. If you're facing hair loss like I am, I would like to share my journey at Great Many, New York City's cutting-edge hair growth studio. Looking to regrow your hair safely and effectively? Forget those risky pills with scary side effects and costly trips to Turkey. At Great Many, they use PRP, regenerative medicine trusted by pro athletes for recovery. It's a natural, non-surgical solution that really works. Check out my journey and visit greatmany.com/fan to learn more and save $200 today. Don't hesitate. Take action now like I have. Go to greatmany.com/fan to book your treatment or get a free consultation.
Nationwide is so much more than a great insurance company. They're one of America's largest financial services companies. Like how I'm more than just Peyton Manning. I'm also motivating Manning, and you too can be so much more.
Nationwide Investment Services Corporation, member FINRA, Columbus, Ohio.
Talk New York sports here. The Fan.
We are live from Yankee Stadium. Evan and Tiki all the way up until the pregame show tonight at about 7:25. Coming up in the 3 o'clock hour, we are going to give you a chance to be in the building for Yankees Red Sox. Here was my feeling last night. So we were sitting in right field. I was looking around as the game was going on to get a sense of how many Red Sox fans are in the building. And it felt very, very minimal to me. On the TV for Game 1, it felt like there were more Red Sox fans. Now, that could just be the sense you get when you're watching a game on TV and the sounds you hear in a game in which the Red Sox did win by a final score of 3-1. But last night, between looking around, between listening, even walking out of the building, going down the corridors with drunk Yankee fans everywhere, trying to find out and see the Red Sox fan, I would tell you it was 90-10. Very overwhelming Yankee fans. So not a lot of Red Sox fans invaded Yankee Stadium.
I completely.
Hold on. Let's get Sean's mic up, please. Sean's mic up. All right. Or you know what? Screw it. Let's not have Sean talk. Teak, what'd you think? It's Sean's fault, ladies and gentlemen.
Never mind. Sorry.
Just for the record, E for Sean.
It is my fault. Two headsets in front of me.
Sean.
Sorry, Pepe. Look, there was barely any Red Sox fans there. Now, we did have the guy in a Bregman jersey next to us.
I did see that.
But he went very incognito. He went All-Star Game jersey. But, yeah, you never even got like a Let's Go Reds. Not even a murmur.
You were in a suite.
I know.
You were in a WFAN suite, weren't you?
Yes, I was.
Why in the world was there a Red Sox fan in there?
Tiki? I don't know who's a client and who's not. So
great client that is.
I'm not going to speak very negatively.
It was also one of those massive suites where there's 50 tickets or 50 seats.
True.
So honestly, it felt like you were in seats.
Right. It could be a friend of a friend too.
Yeah, there's just so many people there. But the better sense I got wasn't even sitting there. It was when I was leaving because I went down the corridors. For those familiar with Yankee Stadium, it was in right field where the train is like 10 feet away from you.
Yeah, the MLS Cup stairs.
Yes. It's right near the MLS Cup banner that commemorates that New York whatever's championship. And when you go down that
NYCFC.
I forget
whatever.
I forget their name. I apologize. And so I'm going down that corridor, and there was a child who was a Red Sox fan and a father. They were getting harassed a little bit. I actually stepped in and said, "Can we be nice?"
No, you did not. Did you?
I did not step in.
Of course,
totally made that up.
You didn't even care. You're like, I'm the Met fan here.
I just wanted to get out of the building alive. That was my hope. But no, it was more like verbal stuff, like "You suck. Go back to Boston, you loser."
What I did appreciate from the Yankee fan, though, walking out, a lot of loud "Let's go Yankees" rumbling down the staircases, getting out. We didn't get the typical Red Sox sucks like we would have got in the early 2000s, which tells me the focus is on our own team.
They're focused on winning.
Yeah, exactly.
They don't even care. There's no dominance that they can talk about and brag about anymore. So it's just about, all right, one more day.
Because the Red Sox do, in fact, not suck, and I think that's what we realize.
Yes. It's about survival. I mean, that's really what it's about. I think you could sense in the ballpark last night there was a desperation because, this wild card series, the wild card game era, which began a decade ago now, and I have felt this way from the beginning. It doesn't feel like you were really in the playoffs when you lose in it.
Yeah.
And obviously the Mets and the Yankees both have different experiences with that. The Yankees in 2015, but then going on runs in 17 and 18, but then losing in 21. The wild card series is kind of the same. If you lose this series, there's an emptiness to where it was like you were never in the playoffs. And so I think there's that desperation of let's win so we can get to the real thing.
Right. It doesn't feel yet like the 3-game wild card is a part of the playoffs.
I think there's total truth to that, but I also think that there is building this now Oh, my God, they lost the wild card game to the Red Sox. They lost that division series to the Red Sox. 2004, they lost to the Red Sox. We're going all the way back to 2003 now. And when you're in a rivalry like this, there becomes that urgency of, are they going to just keep doing this to us?
Yeah.
So, yeah, while it is about surviving, I do think there's a Red Sox element to it. And, oh, by the way, we saw this with Citi Field last year. We've seen it in the past. Last night was another reminder of no matter how different these stadiums are, it's about the people in them, and they can still rock like the best of them when big moments happen, because this stadium was rocking last night.
It was. Oh, no doubt. It was definitely moving. 888-808-1019. Tickets to win in the 3 o'clock hour, and we're going to map out our Yankee lineup and how they should execute this thing tonight against Connolly Early and just a host of Red Sox relievers. Let's go to Mike, who's calling from Rutherford. Good afternoon today, Mike.
Evan and Tiki, let's freaking go Yankees, baby. How we doing today?
No doubt. What's
Good,
up, man?
man.
All's good.
Evan, you are a superstitious guy. Is that correct?
I say that I'm not, but I really am in the way I act. So, yes, I'll go with yes.
Okay. Yeah, so I need your help, but this is going to sound absolutely ridiculous. But the Yankees are 7-0 when I have meatloaf on the same day. And it worked again last night. I get it from the restaurant in Mahwah. It's amazing. However, I have never done it on back-to-back nights. So my question is, do I eat the cold leftovers in the fridge, or do I order the meatloaf all over again in Mahwah and eat it steamy hot? Thanks, guys.
I think, to me, this is a very easy question, Mike, and I appreciate you making the phone call and asking us this. My gut feeling is you order it again.
100%.
No screwing around, no messing around.
Gut feeling, he has to.
You have to.
Yeah.
You have to call to give it the the meatloaf.
Right.
You need that. You need it.
Get the leftovers to the dog, and you're all good. As long as it doesn't give it diarrhea.
And worst case scenario, you clean it up.
Exactly. Break out the hose.
I mean, some dogs won't hold it. They'll do it inside.
No,
so
you're right.
As long as you got a dog that's good enough to hold it until it goes outside, then give it to the dog.
But, Teak, if you advance and your dog goes diarrhea inside, isn't it worth it?
Yeah, I mean, it's the penance you got to pay, right?
Listen, I hope that Mike learns from my mistakes, because a few days ago I had admitted on the Rico that I watched a Met game, the Saturday Met game, which they won, at my kitchen table. And the reason I did it is because on Friday I watched the first few innings from a kitchen table, and as soon as when I went into my TV room, the game went to hell. So I announced on the Rico, I got to stay at the kitchen table. Well, what happens on Sunday with all the games going on? Jackson Dart, I got to watch the Reds game too. I screwed up and went back into the TV room, and we all know what happened. I'm responsible for the Mets season failing, and so Yankee fans need to learn my errors. If you do something, even if it seems innocuous and stupid, but it led to a victory last night, do not risk it.
Don't
learn from my mistakes.
Don't be bougie. Sit at the kitchen table, hard-ass seats and everything, and watch it from there. By the way, the flags are blowing out today, so I think we're going to see a couple home runs.
I think swirling. It keeps changing every 10 minutes.
Uh-oh. Could be a wild night. Let's go to Rob in New London, Connecticut. What's up, Rob?
Hey, gents. How's it going today, huh?
All
Tiki,
good.
you're looking great, by the way. All he is.
Thank you.
Love it. So, real quick, what do we, in terms of our relief pitching tonight, like, when do we decide to leverage somebody that shouldn't be leveraged, but where that it's in that dire of a situation when it's like, just like, okay, for example, Randy Johnson back in, 2000, what year was it?
2005 came out of the bullpen in Game 5 against the Angels.
Yes.
Good call. That's a good call by you right there, Robbie.
So when do we decide? When does that happen tonight? And I want if I can get your opinion on that. That would be good.
Who is it? Who are you talking
Well,
about? Yeah.
thanks for the call, Rob. There's only one guy on the table. That's Max Fried. Obviously, Carlos Rodon on 0 days rest. I don't think isn't an option.
I don't even think you do it with Fried.
Well, I think it's Will Warren.
That's not what he's saying.
He's talking about an ace. He's talking about the guy you know is going to get strikeouts. The guy you know is going to set him up and knock him down. That's Max Fried, and that's the only one that we could be talking about.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember.
The question is, do you do it?
I think you have to in a winner-take-all game. I think Alex Cora is facing the same question with Garrett Crochet. Like, will he allow Crochet to come in and get a batter or two? Obviously, there's a 3-batter minimum, but I'm talking about at the end of an inning in which one out can save you. And I think if you are Alex Cora and if you're Aaron Boone with Garrett Crochet and with Max Fried, The answer is yes, as long as they're good with it. As long as both guys say, hey, I came out fine, I can give you 15 pitches or whatever it is. It's desperation time, man.
So what's the history of this?
It's happened a lot, Tiki.
I know that. So say you do it. I'm talking about the history of that pitcher. So Max Fried, let's say he comes out of the bullpen in the 7th inning. He needs to get 2 outs. He does it, and they go on into the 8th. He only pitches 20 pitches, not even 12 pitches, whatever it may be. What does that do to his next potential start?
I don't think we have to worry about that until you have to worry about that.
Okay, but I'm saying,
hypothetically,
in the moments that it's happened,
I don't think it'll affect, because in Fried and Crochet's case, their next start, assuming their team advances, would be Sunday. So that is 2 days of rest after throwing 15 pitches.
Right.
So I don't think it greatly affects it, but you can't worry about Sunday. You have to worry about today. And I think it's simple.
Well, you don't worry about Sunday until you get through today.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Crap, now we're screwed on Sunday.
Yeah, but you got to get to Sunday.
I understand that.
You got to get there.
No, I'm not diminishing it. I'm not saying you shouldn't do it. I'm saying you absolutely could. I just don't know the history of guys that have done that and then turned around and pitched on what would have been regular rest, even though it's only technically 2 days.
In the
rest.
case of Randy Johnson, it's a funny reference that he brought up, because I don't know why I was thinking about that one recently. Maybe it's because Randy had a weird Yankee career where we all kill him, but he actually had some good moments. It was Game 5 against the Angels in 2005, and Randy Johnson came out of the bullpen and pitched 4 scoreless innings on like 2 days rest, whatever it was. It was legendary.
Right.
The problem was they didn't come back and win, and so nobody remembers it.
I have zero memory of that.
He's got zero memory.
Zero memory of it.
I only have memory of it because, much like our last caller, I'm a geek for this. Like Max Scherzer coming out of the bullpen for Washington, Clayton Kershaw coming out of the bullpen for Los Angeles.
Yeah.
Like, this crap
We lost on it last year with Walker Buehler.
Kershaw,
Good call.
Kershaw, I remember when he did it.
Kershaw did it. You mentioned Buehler last year. I think it's as simple, and this goes for both managers because they both have aces.
That was the World Series, though.
Yeah, but remember, that was not winner going for the Dodgers. True. So they did that knowing, I think Buehler was supposed to be the next game starting pitcher.
That's true. They did it in even a more aggressive way because
it just proves to you that what Dave Roberts said after that game was actually how he really felt. It wasn't just placating, just giving credit to the Yankees when he's saying we feared going back home. We didn't want this thing to go back to L.A. He was scared of it.
No doubt. We'll come back. We'll give you a chance to win Yankee tickets in the 3 o'clock hour. Plus, we're going to build what we think the Yankee lineup should look like tonight. It's Evan and Tiki live from Yankee Stadium.
We're talking New York sports. WFAN, WFAN FM, WFAN FM HD1, New York, and Odyssey Sports Station.
Design run. Up the middle he goes to the 10 to the 5. Touchdown, Giants!
Jackson Dart's debut and timely defense led the Giants to New York's first victory of the NFL season.
Fires it right, batted it line, intercepted by Dexter Lawrence. He's running down the left side to the 15, 10, 5, and he's knocked down at the 1 by Herbert.
Fans are buzzing, but concern looms on star wideout Malik Neighbors' injury.
Guys that play behind him, just like last year when Slay went in, everybody gets paid to do a job, and it's the next man up.
Keep it locked to the Fan for the latest on Big Blue as they gear up to hit the road to New Orleans for their Week 5 matchup with the winless Saints, Sunday at 1 o'clock on your home for New York Giants football. The Fan, 101.9 FM, WFAN, and always live on the free Odyssey app.
That's the sound of James adding long-lasting Gain scent boosters to his laundry this morning. Several hours later, James sniffs the irresistible scent of Gain on his shirt. Gain. Several hours later, James has even caught the attention of his mother-in-law, and she never gives him attention.
Ooh, you smell amazing, James.
Oh, thanks, Mom. I love you too.
I never said that.
Add Gain scent boosters to your laundry. Add joy to your day.
With great deals coming this Prime Big Deal Days, October 7th and 8th, greatness is a deal away. So if you love baking, you can get a deal on a new mixer, transforming you into the Lord of the Loaves.
Hear ye! Make way for the baron of brioche, the sultan of sourdough, the Lord of the Loaves, Prime Member Dave!
Yeah,
Hi.
Get up to 40% off with Prime Big Deal Days October 7th and 8th.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Put it all together and you've got what you need to turn things all the way up. Getting started is simple. Just go to hims.com/joy to start your free online visit. Through Hims, you can access ED treatments including pills, chews, and more. 100% online. No office visits, no pharmacy lines. Just fill out a simple intake form and a licensed medical provider will determine if treatment's right for you. If prescribed, it ships free and discreetly to your door. Find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy, HIMS.com/JOY.
My name is Maria. Okay, I lied, it's Mary. But I'm feeling more European after my European-style holiday on MSC Cruises. The restaurants, nightlife and shops and La Galleria. And of course, American touches, like a sports bar and water slides. Bellissimo. Okay, this is a problem.
Book now, starting from $229, plus kids sale free. MSC Cruises. Let's holiday. To book, visit msccruises.com or contact your travel advisor. Restrictions apply. Ships registered in Panama and Malta.
We're coming to you live from the Town Fair Tire Studios, powered by Town Fair Tire. Nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody.
What's up,
Sports hands-free. 888-808-1019. Powered by Paramount Plus. Count on Sundays all season long with the NFL on CBS and Paramount Plus.
What a beautiful day to be alive. What a beautiful day to watch postseason baseball. And we are live from Yankee Stadium trying to paint the picture for you. So let's paint it. There's a beautiful field in front of us. They're right now hosing down the dirt. The bunting is all in place. Those are the beautiful American flags. And we are set to go. We're warming it all up for Game 3, winner take all of this wild card series between the New York Yankees and the Boston Red Sox.
You're not painting the whole picture.
Go ahead. What did I miss?
Somebody down here that's putting down the dirt. You see he's pushing this thing. What is he wearing?
He's wearing a Ben Rice basketball jersey.
It was given out last year with the number 22.
Oh.
But there is no name on it, and there is no – there's 22 on the Yankees.
It's Ben Rice. Yeah.
And he's wearing it in honor of Ben Rice, who went yard in the first inning, 2-run home run.
The way the Yankees work, and this is a beautiful part about their history, and it can save you money on jerseys, is when you wear a nameless jersey – oh, wait a second. I now have a closer look at the guy.
Oh, my God.
It actually it's supposed to say Soto, and it looks like it's blacked out.
It looks like duct tape is over
I think he duct taped it.
Did he really?
Yes, I think it is a Soto jersey with his name, and it got ducted out.
So ghetto. Oh, man.
What are you supposed to do? Throw it out?
No, do that.
Yeah.
Do that.
I respect that. But they're getting this place ready for tonight. 8:08 first pitch. For those that are not aware, the pregame show will be at 7:25. Now, before we get back to your calls, a couple of things. Number one, chance to win Yankee tickets this hour. You are going to hear the sound of the manager of the Yankees saying something he has said 500 times as manager. When you hear that sound, first caller at the contest line, bang, boom, you could win tickets to see Yankees Red Sox. That's coming up this hour. Now, there will be a lineup announced probably within the next hour or two with an 8 o'clock first pitch. Connolly Early is starting for the Red Sox. He's a young left-hander. He's made 4 major league starts.
Yeah, he's been pretty good, too, in those 4 starts.
Has not been bad. He's a local kid for them. Grew up as a Red Sox fan. He's made 4 major league starts. Here's what I find fascinating, Tiki. 2 of them on the road. The 2 starts he made on the road in Sacramento against the A's and in Tampa Bay against Tampa Bay Rays, which means he has never made a major league start outside of Fenway Park in another major league stadium.
That's interesting. So he's all in those minor league stadiums that these guys were playing in this year, or 2 of his 4 starts. But he's also pitched to a 2.3 ERA. He's got 29 strikeouts in 29 strikeouts in 19 innings. So he doesn't have as much experience as the other rookie. Again, interestingly, also growing up a Red Sox fan, and Cam Schlittler, who has over 70-something starts, 70-something innings pitched so far. But it's the environment that if you're the Red Sox, you worry that he might get overwhelmed by.
I think this is the most incredible stat regarding it's Connerly Early?
Connolly
Early. Sarah Lang had this stat. Did you see this? At 23 years and 182 days, Early will be the youngest Red Sox pitcher to start a postseason game since...
Oh, I got this. Babe Ruth.
Babe Ruth in the 1916 World Series.
How did Babe Ruth do in that 1916 World Series?
Didn't give up.
I'm sure he was
He gave up 1 run, 6 hits, and pitched 14 innings.
Yeah. What? Yeah, that used to happen back in the day, Deke.
14 innings?
I think Babe Ruth had a streak in the World Series of not allowing a run over a course of a long period of time, and I think it may have began in that game.
That's
which is kind of crazy. Yeah, Babe Ruth is the answer to every trivia question. If it's about home runs, it's Babe Ruth. If it's some young pitcher, it's Babe Ruth. He is the circle of life when it comes to baseball history.
Was one game and he pitched the entire 14 innings?
But the Yankees have not beaten Boston in the postseason since the curse of the Bambino ended. A new curse of the early begins tonight in honor of Babe Ruth.
I like your thinking. Now, keep this in mind before we build the lineup to face early. As we saw in game number 2, Alex Cora had a very quick hook, a shockingly quick hook on Brian Bayo, who he took out in the 3rd inning after not throwing many pitches. Could very well open up Bayo to at least be available to pitch today. The Red Sox have a bullpen that features 5 lefties, and let's say, if you want to include Bayo, 5 righties. So they have a lot of lefties they can go to. But I look at this as a bullpen game. I don't think Early's going any deeper than 3 or 4 innings.
Just think about it. If he had that quick of a hook on Bayo, and it was only 2 runs in over 3 innings, and they quickly stabilized, obviously. But why would he have a longer hook on a rookie?
No, I don't think he will.
Yeah, you're right. So your instinct is correct.
So when you build this lineup, we need to keep that in mind, because Crochet, the other previous lineup against the lefty, is a guy who is going deep into a game. This is a guy in which it's going to be a matchup game. I mean, that's just what's going to happen. Cora is going to manage his bullpen based on your lineup. So keep that in mind when you build it. Instead of the order, let's just go through the questions. First base. I think that's a real challenging one. I think that's the biggest question of the game. Who should be the starting first baseman for the New York Yankees against Connolly Early?
Ben Rice.
It's Ben Rice, and I'm deploying Goldschmidt later on as a pinch hitter versus a lefty out of the
Because I know, and we've seen it already this year, that Goldie can come up in a critical moment, cold as hell. Probably not, but you know what I mean. Just cold, sitting on the bench, and do damage. So definitely Ben Rice.
I agree with you on this. I love Goldie, and I think you lose something defensively by Rice playing over Goldie. We even saw that last night. But I think Ben is so locked in offensively. Remember, he had 2 hits in the game, and he should have had a 3rd. The line out that was right at Nate Eaton. I have to get Ben Rice's bat in the lineup. And you're right. I'll deploy Goldie late. So we're in full agreement. Second base, Jazz Chisum, we all agree?
Not a debate at all.
Yes.
We already know that because Aaron Boone basically said so.
Anthony Volpe at shortstop. We're still good with this?
I can't believe I'm saying yes, but yes.
Volpe had a weird day yesterday. He went 1 for 4, had a base hit in the 8th inning. He also had one of the most brutal strikeouts in the 6th inning you'll ever see.
Oh.
And he bounced into a double play.
Well, he thought he was getting a changeup, whatever, because he was so late on that ball.
Yeah.
It was bad.
It was bad.
But he also helped turn 2 critical double plays.
No doubt.
Including the one from Devin Williams, where he threw the ball almost into center field. He grabbed it, came down right as he touched base, threw it to first, got the double play out of the inning.
Judge in right field, obviously all good.
All good.
Trent Grisham in center field, even against the lefty temporarily. Are we good with that?
Yeah, but he's starting to show some real bad signs of the plate.
Yeah, but what else are you going to do?
Well, what you could do is start Rosario in right and put Judge and or Bellinger in center and the other in left.
Yeah.
You could do that.
Yeah.
So you're going to get this.
Problem, how many times has Judge played center this year?
I'm worried about the arm.
That's one. But exactly.
No, you're playing Judge in left. You're playing Rosario in right, Bellinger in center, and Judge in left field. That's what you're doing.
I'm still going to play Grisham, but I'd be open to that.
I think it's definitely an option. Bellinger in left field. Third base against the lefty.
Okay, I have the same thought on Rosario. Maybe you live with some bad defense early. Here's my question, though. If you go to Rosario at third or right in a game like this, he can't be buried in the 7, 8, 9 spot, because by the time you get to him, Early might be out of the game.
Agree. You're hitting him early in the game.
Yeah.
No pun intended.
Right.
Look, the biggest question to me, there are 2 questions about this lineup. Number 1 is first base. You guys answered it very safely by saying I'm having Goldie on the bench. Ben Rice should play. Unless you want to play Goldie at first base and sit Austin Wells and have Ben Rice catch. Now, Austin Wells, of course, had the biggest hit of the game last night, got on base 3 times, and is the better defender behind the plate. That's the other option to get Ben Rice in the lineup. But I want Ahmed Rosario in the lineup today. And the only question I have is it at third base at the expense of Ryan McMahon and hurting my defense, or is it in right field, like you suggested, with Trent Grisham not playing? I would lean towards playing him at third base. Hopefully, nothing crazy happens defensively, and I have McMahon for later in the game to button up my defense at third base. But Rosario is here to hit left-handed pitching. I'd bat him early in this game, like you said, probably fifth. And if I have to go to my bench, I got weapons on the bench.
Can I give you a negative there? Because I'm with you on if that's what happens, it's fine. But this is a big negative. That means at some point in the game, you might decide for defense to go into Ryan McMahon in a tight game. And do you want Ryan McMahon protecting Giancarlo Stanton or Bellinger or
I
whoever?
do not. So would you rather have Rosario bottom of the order and maybe never face his own?
I know. It's a very tricky question. I don't know the right answer to that because that could kill you in taking a walk or pitches you've seen later in the game when the game's tight.
Now, I have heard numerous Yankee fans suggest this, including a baseball fan I respect by the name of Boomer Esiason. The idea that Giancarlo Stanton should actually sit tonight and Goldie plays first base and Ben Rice DHs. You have a problem with that?
A major problem.
He's too reliable of a postseason bat, even though he hasn't shown so yet in this series. You need Stanton's bat in the lineup.
You do, and there is a video floating around from June on the old internet right now at a rehab assignment that Giancarlo Stanton had with the Somerset Patriots, where he rips a double off of Connerly early. So if all of these guys in the Yankee lineup, Stanton's got the peak.
Right, he's seen him already.
Yeah. That's fascinating. He's got experience against him.
Yes.
Even if he didn't, I think that idea is nuts. I really do. As much as I want Rice in the lineup and love Goldie's defense, and we're trying to find a compromise, Giancarlo Stanton has played 2 games in this series. Yes, he's 0 for 8. He struck out twice in game 1. I think it was basically all ground outs in game 2. He is a volcano that will erupt at any moment. 2 games is not the sample size in a winner-take-all game to say, oh, I'm going to sit him. I think that's borderline nuts. I think it's nutso. Giancarlo Stanton is probably still the guy I trust more in a big spot than anyone else in this Yankee lineup.
I think this is an easy question to me. If you even thought about sitting Giancarlo Stanton in this game because of his struggles, then why are you not holding Trent Grisham to the same standard the last
because
few
he
games?
struggled as well. But he's a great center fielder as well. So it just gets difficult. So the only question really is third base, Ahmad Rosario or Ryan McMahon. And I don't know. Cam Schlittler throws gas, but he is righty, and Trevor Story's been the hottest hitter for the Red Sox in this series so far. So you could get a lot of shots down there if he catches up.
So what's your answer, Ryan McMahon?
He got a hit yesterday. I'm gonna.
He had a hit.
He did. He did.
Yeah, I get you.
I think defense you can't sacrifice on. So I know you're for whatever reason dying. You're in love with Ahmad Rosario for some reason.
I am not in love with Ahmad Rosario.
You absolutely are.
He was a
you
former.
Might as well start go French kissing on the third base over there. But to me, I think you got to go with Ryan McMahon.
I do not love Ahmad Rosario. You know I have a history with him. Obviously, he was a framed Met prospect who traded for Lindor.
Of course.
It has nothing to do with that. He mashes lefties. And, I know people like to demean that and say, oh, that's geeky. That's analytics. It's not even analytics. It's basic stuff. He mashes left-handed pitching. And not only is Connerly early starting the game, but like I mentioned, the Red Sox have 5 lefties in their bullpen, and they may deploy every single one of them in this game.
You could also use McMahon starting, go as far as you need to go. If there comes a lefty out of the pen, Rosario pinch hits there.
Yeah.
Caballero then takes over at third base for Rosario to finish the game.
All right, let's get to your calls, 888-808-1019. Let's go to Tyler, who's calling from New Windsor in this lineup discussion. What's going on today, Tyler?
Hey, gentlemen, how are you? Appreciate you taking the call.
Pleasure. What's up?
I was just thinking about, you guys were talking about Ryan McMahon playing third. I mean, I would almost argue for Rosario, of course, as well against the left-hander, but Caballero just adds, I believe, that speed that you saw yesterday. It was useful in the playoffs. I mean, Jazz Chisum going from first to home in 9 seconds. I think it's just a good play to put somebody like that over there. Also, you guys were talking last week about your prediction you did at the beginning of the year, and I called in, and I just wanted to say I predicted Jazz Chisum 30-30. I was all in on that.
Yep, you nailed it.
Here's the problem. Tyler, and thank you for the call. And I want to teach this to everybody out there. So last week, I think you were off of this, Tiki. We replayed all our baseball predictions just to see how right and wrong we were. And there was a lot wrong. If you don't come to the table with the audio of you making that phone call, never happened. And no offense, Tyler, I don't work for you.
Right, and I don't quite remember it, but I trusted you had it.
But if you saved it on the Odyssey app or the Evan and Tiki podcast, we'll gladly play it, and we'll be like, here's Tyler, here's the audio.
That's for sure.
All right, go find it. Thank you for the call, Tyler. That's what I say. Because when I go out of my way, bad ones too. I always get accused by these bozos, Sean and Tommy, that I only pull the ones I got right. Give me a break. I pull all the ones I get wrong. We like to hold ourselves accountable for the predictions that we make, and so we play the audio. And we'd love for the callers to be involved. But that's your job. There's an Odyssey app. It's free. It's easy to use. Scream bad that baby.
Right. And we're also a podcast, right? So
that's right.
Just go find the podcast and you can search now podcast just by the verbiage. You don't have to listen to it. You can search the word. Sports Talk on WFAN is presented by Paramount Plus. You can't count on much, but you can always count on Sundays with the NFL on CBS and Paramount Plus. Watch your local NFL game live every Sunday all season long. Visit ParamountPlus.com/NFL to get started today.
And apparently today we're on YouTube. I didn't even know that. So we're also on the YouTube. So you can consume Evan and Tiki in a lot of ways. We are not on TV today. We are broadcasting live from the Spanish announce booth here at Yankee Stadium. It's very tiny, so we'll be back on TV tomorrow. Thank you to SNY yesterday. They did a great job here at Yankee Stadium. So it's radio, it's YouTube, it's the Odyssey app, a lot of ways to consume. Let us go to Rocco, who is calling from Manalapan. What's going on today, Rocco? Oh, Rocco's gone, so instead we'll go to Tim in Norwalk, Connecticut. What's up, Tim?
Hey, how you doing? It's just amazing. All of a sudden, it was 78 to 80 degrees on September 30th, but now all of a sudden, Yankees win on October 1st because it's October in the Bronx. Evan, I know you're a Mets fan, and listen, I'm a Yankees and Jets fan, so I get it. Tiki, if the Yankees lose this game today, I swear to my friends that I will become a Giants fan if they lose this game tonight. But it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. But the lineup situation right now, I'm in Rosario. I know Evan wants him because he's like, it's going to be a Met. He's going to sting the Yankees somehow.
That's right.
Honestly, they need to be stretching out Max Fried right now and get him ready for that bullpen and get to Renegade. Because I went to that Jets AFC Championship game in 2010 against the Steelers, and when Renegade plays, everyone gets amped up. And that guy Bender, he's great. He's awesome.
It did, but, and it's funny yesterday, man. Thanks for the call. He fired everybody up. He struck out the first two guys he faced, and then came very close to giving up a tire to Rafaela ahead of the count 0-2. But despite Bednar kind of tripping his toe a little bit in Game 1, he bounced back with a 1-2-3 inning in Game 2. And I kind of agree with you. I think when you talk about confidence level, it's you love Cam Schlittler. Of course, this is a test for him, first postseason start. How can you get the baseball to David Bednar? And maybe Max Fried could be a part of this. I just think we have to have our expectations be reasonable. The odds are he's not going to be available. And if he is, we're talking about a batter, 2 or 3, depending on usage. Obviously, 3-batter minimum. It may be to get the last out of an inning, but it's not like Fried's going to come in and get 9 outs. And I also just wonder if, first year of a long contract, if the Yankees are going to deploy him in that aggressive of a way. But if as long as he's good with it, it's playoff baseball, man. You got to do whatever it takes.
I understand it's all hands on deck, winner take home. Max Fried might be more available than David Bednar tonight, too. 3 straight nights. I mean, that is going to be asking a lot for him if you need the season to come down to him with a 1-run lead pitching on a 3rd straight night.
David Bednar on a 3rd straight game.
Has he done this?
Has he done it? I have the answers. I have all the answers.
Of course you do. Look at you.
Well, I mean, should we be prepared for a show like this?
I'm a loser.
So. You can call me a loser. I want to have all the info. So when someone, whether it's Sean or a caller, says, David Bednar, 3 straight days, what's going to happen? Do you want to know, or should I save it?
Tell us.
I think we're here now. We've arrived. Let's go.
Well, we have a 5.5-hour show, so it's like a fastball pitcher saving their heat.
But we're also going to have a lot of guests on this show, so we might not have time to revisit this, so we might as well get to it now.
All right, so here we go.
Audience later.
All right, so you ready?
Yes.
Yeah.
July 22nd, 2025. That's this season, prior to being traded to the Yankees. Third straight game was against the Detroit Tigers. Pitched the scoreless inning.
All right,
that is
you don't even need to tell me that. That's it.
Right. That's all you need to know.
I don't care if he has bad ones. I've seen a good one. Let's go. Pitch him tonight.
He has done it in the last 2 years, 24 and 25, on 3 different occasions. He did it twice in 2024, and in both occasions pitched scoreless innings to record saves. So in the last 2 years, when David Bednar has been asked to pitch a third day in a row,
no biggie.
He's been perfect.
No biggie.
No biggie.
No biggie.
Also,
we don't even need to address it.
Biggie.
All right. Yeah, I also did the research on Devin Williams. We'll address that a little bit later on. So if that was a concern, Sean, I just eliminated it for you.
Thank you very much. You've calmed me. You actually give me more confidence now.
No, he just gave you a concern because he did not give you the Devin Williams pitching on 3 days.
That's true. I didn't do that yet. I'll do that later. I'll let you know. But I'll tell you the one guy who's not available tonight, if we're using logic and reason, the one guy who will not be available tonight, besides the starters from last night, is actually on the Red Sox side. Garrett Whitlock, I have a tough time believing is going to be available. If he is, it's pure desperation. He threw a ton of pitches yesterday, and if you look at his track record, there's not much of him throwing over 40 pitches and then coming back the next day. And, I heard John Boy say this last night, spot on. We geeks think alike. When the Yankees put extra guys on base in the 8th inning against him, even though he got out of the inning, that eliminated any shot of him being able to pitch tonight. And if he does pitch tonight, it's a pure,
desperation move.
Desperation, go get me an out. Because he threw so much the previous night. So I think of all the guys that are unavailable going into this winner-take-all, obviously I think there's no Carlos Rodon. I would include Brian Bayo as being available because he barely pitched last night.
Yeah.
We'll find out about Crochet and Fried. I think it's Garrett Whitlock. I would say the 2 guys not available tonight are Garrett Whitlock and Carlos Rodon.
This game's coming down the Chapman. Doesn't it feel like it?
Yeah, it definitely does.
Well, I don't think it does, but I'll explain why later. 888-808-1019. We'll come back. We'll get to more of your telephone calls. And remember, this hour, at any moment, I don't know when, I don't control it, you'll have a chance to win Yankee Red Sox tickets. And Tommy and I have agreed, coming up, we will reveal more secret audio of Sean Morash watching the Yankee game last night. We're live from the Town Fair Tire Studios, powered by Town Fair Tire. Nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody.
Hospital for Special Surgery is ranked #1 in orthopedics for the 16th year in a row, according to U.S. News and World Report. When you choose HSS, you're receiving the best orthopedic care you can get, from diagnosis and treatment to physical therapy and recovery. HSS physicians care for more than 30 professional sports teams, colleges, and organizations. So, whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, when it comes to orthopedics, choose HSS. With locations across the tri-state, choose better, move better. Learn more at hss.edu.
The Bombers struck back, and now the stage is set for a winner-take-all rumble in the Bronx.
His throw to plate, he slides, he is in there! He's in there! The Yankees have the lead!
It doesn't get any better than a New York-Boston showdown when everything's on the line.
I mean, it's been 2 great games, these first 2. A lot of big plays on both sides.
Catch all the action, all the postseason drama, here on your exclusive home for New York Yankees baseball. 101.9 FM WFAN. And always live on the free Odyssey app.
What's up, everybody? Nick Costos here with the Sports Betting Minute, brought to you by BetMGM. Make it legendary. Please gamble responsibly. Coming up Week 5 Pro Football Sunday. Sunday Night Football, Buffalo, an 8-point home favorite against New England. Total in the game, 49.5. Now, New England's young quarterback has looked really good this year. The New England offense has been good this year. But Buffalo looks like it'll have some defensive reinforcements back from injury. And Buffalo's offense, with its MVP quarterback, should be able to name its number. Now, it's a big point spread, but I feel good about Buffalo scoring enough points to cover. So give me Buffalo laying the lumber, laying 8 Sunday night at home against New England. That's it for this Sports Betting Minute, brought to you by BetMGM. Download the BetMGM app today, and please gamble responsibly.
BetMGM and GameSense remind you to play responsibly. See BetMGM.com for terms. Must be 21 years of age or older to wager and physically present in New York only. Please gamble responsibly. Gambling problem? Call 877-8-HOPE-NY or Text HOPE-NY 467-369.
American Dream is the biggest indoor entertainment complex on the East Coast, with over 25 major attractions, from water slides and wave pools at DreamWorks Water Park to coasters and rides at Nickelodeon Universe, ski slopes, shark tanks, arcades, and laser tag. There's something for everyone. Shop, dine, and explore hundreds of amazing spots, all under one roof. Plan your adventure today at AmericanDream.com. Open year-long and just minutes from Manhattan.
The cost of mesothelioma treatments can exceed $400,000, and families often face losing their homes and life savings just to pay the bill. The Rights and Claims Department of Flint Cooper has helped victims secure financial support they need to pay for their care and ensure their family's future. If you've been diagnosed with mesothelioma and don't have legal representation, call Flint Cooper now at 800-606-8169. Time is running out for you to file a claim, so don't wait. Call 800-606-8169 for a free consultation.
All right, gentlemen, this is Emmett Smith on behalf of Depend, and I've got the perfect play. Run straight to your doctor's office for a life-changing catch. Because when prostate cancer is caught early, it's up to 99% treatable. And one blood test might be all it takes. And now through November, Depend is donating to the Prostate Cancer Foundation for select purchases. Talk about a great play.
From September 1st to November 30th, Depend is donating 25 cents to the Prostate Cancer Foundation for Depend Shields Guards Real Fit products purchased in the U.S. up to a maximum of $300,000 or in Mississippi.
Hey, listen to this. All I needed was a new starter. Got a great deal on eBay. Did it myself.
Yeah, that's cool. But how about the soft purr of an upgraded exhaust when it fits just right?
For me, it's the little things. Like these new windshield wipers from eBay I installed. From small fixes to big upgrades, eBay has all the parts you need at prices you'll love. Guaranteed to fit every time. eBay. Things people love. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
Spreadsheets, clunky software, 100 different logins just to run your business?
There's a better way. Odoo. One simple, connected platform that handles sales, inventory, accounting, and more, so you can focus on growing, not juggling. Make the switch today at odoo.com. That's ODOO.com.
We know there's a lot that can go on during one night of baseball. Long home runs, epic pitching performances, catches that defy space, time, and gravity.
Climbing the wall! Did he catch it? He did!
But what if you could get all of that summarized in a quick, concise, and at least we think, funny podcast that's under 10 minutes? Check out MLB.com's morning lineup. It runs Monday through Friday mornings on Spotify, Apple, or wherever you love listening most.
Lunch was great. Greenwich Village is a fun spot.
Can we stop at a bathroom?
Are you all right?
I keep having stomach issues after eating, like diarrhea, gas and bloating, abdominal pain, and sometimes oily stools.
Sound familiar? Those stomach issues may actually be a pancreas issue called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. Creon pancrelipase may help manage EPI. Creon is a prescription medicine used to treat people who can't digest food normally because their pancreas doesn't make enough enzymes.
Creon may increase your chance of fibrosing colonopathy, a rare bowel disorder. Tell your doctor if you have a history of intestinal blockage or scarring or thickening of your bowel wall, if you are allergic to pork, or if you have gout, kidney problems, or worsening of painful swollen joints. Call your doctor if you have any unusual or severe gastrointestinal symptoms or allergic reactions. Take Creon as directed by your doctor and always with food. Do not chew capsules as this may cause mouth irritation. Other side effects may include blood sugar changes, gas, dizziness, sore throat, and cough. These are not all the side effects of Creon. Call 800-633-9110 or visit creoninfo.com to learn more. That's CREONinfo.com.
I'm asking my doctor about EPI and if Creon could help.
Get ready for more Evan and Tiki on The Fan.
In St. Pete, Clearwater, you can chill by the crystal clear Gulf.
And stroll downtown St. Pete's galleries and murals.
And hang with the locals at a fishing pier.
And escape to secluded white sand beaches.
Secluded, huh?
Yeah. And they're spectacular.
And then grab a sandwich at the grouper capital of the world.
And maybe a nightcap at a rooftop bar with sunset views.
Okay. In St. Pete, Clearwater, you'll find just what you're looking for.
And then some.
Your Florida escape begins at visitspc.com.
If you're tired of dealing with dummies every time you shop for a car, I get it. All the games they play, the back and forth, it's brutal. Well, the team over at Route 22 Toyota seem to have it figured out. They're real people who have made the entire process of buying a car simple and that smart. Plus, they're easy to get to, right on Route 22 in Hillside, New Jersey, and they're always on the money with incredible deals on their huge selection of new and used Toyota. So remember, if you're tired of dealing with dummies, get over to Route 22 Toyota and experience the smart way to buy your next vehicle.
You can't count on much these days, but you can always count on Sundays with the NFL on CBS and Paramount Plus. Watch your local NFL game live every Sunday this season, all the way through the AFC Championship game. Visit ParamountPlus.com/NFL to get started today. This hour is brought to you by Dunkin', the official coffee of Evan and Tiki. WFAN runs on Dunkin'.
Get connected with WFAN to talk about your favorite teams. The Fan on the Odyssey, iHeart, and TuneIn apps.
In about 4.5 hours, it all begins. Winner take all Game 3, Yankees, Red Sox. We mentioned earlier the idea of Max Fried or even Garrett Crochet being available for tonight's game, even though they'd be on 1 day's rest after throwing over 100 pitches. And I brought up examples to Tiki of where it's happened in Yankee history, for and against with Randy Johnson. Max Scherzer did it. Clayton Kershaw did it. I'll give you more specifics on how they did it. In Randy Johnson's case, he did it against the Yankees back in 1995 on 1 day rest. After he threw 7 innings in Game 3 of that series, he threw 117 pitches. With 1 day of rest, he came back in the winner-take-all Game 5 and pitched 3 innings, 44 pitches, allowing 1 run.
Did he close out the game?
They won on a walk-off, so I'm trying to remember if he was the last guy on the mound. I think he was. I think he got the win in that game.
That is impressive.
Back then was 5 straight days and no days off either.
That was crazy in 1995, yeah. Wow. It was also the first 2 games were in the Bronx.
Yeah, and then the last 3 in Seattle.
Yeah, and granted, that was 30 years ago, in fairness. Johnson did it again with the Yankees in 2005. I mentioned that earlier. It was on 2 days rest, and his previous start wasn't that long because he got bombed. So it's a little bit different. He came back on 2 days rest and pitched 4 1/3 scoreless innings. And then his most legendary effort was against the Yankees in 01 on 0 days rest. After he threw 104 pitches in Game 6, he came back in Game 7 and pitched an inning and a third.
Jeez, he's a legend.
He's a legend.
Well, now he's a great photographer.
That's right.
And he's giving advice to everybody else who's trying to get into photography.
He's become very good at it. Right. And the irony of that is when he was traded to the Yankees, he pushed a reporter his first day here.
Did he?
It was a cameraman.
Oh, wow.
So how about that?
Out on the street, to be fair.
The other example is Max Scherzer, who did it a couple of times. The one that jumps out was on 2 days rest for the Nationals in 2017. He came back 2 days rest after throwing 6 1/3 innings, and he didn't pitch all that well. He actually blew the save that day. And then he did it again later in his career, again on 2 days rest. So that's happened.
Yeah.
And then Clayton Kershaw's also done it. So it happens. It's
just rare.
It's rare, but you do it in desperate times with your season on the line.
I think you also need a guy who has a rubber arm, right? Someone who doesn't necessarily take 2 days to just feel normal after throwing 100 pitches. Is a guy who just, all right, I feel all right. I'm a little bit sore, but I could go right now. Those are the only guys that can do it. It's the ones that have to sit there and ice and then rehab and get massage and acupuncture. Those guys, I certainly can't do it. You got to have a rubber arm.
Yeah, I don't know if Fried and Crochet are going to do it. Right. I think usually the legendary stories with these guys is that the manager glances at them before the game, and then the pitcher says, "I'm good to go." And the manager's like, "All right, I'll keep that in the back of my mind."
It's almost Little League.
Yeah.
Like, hey, you just pitched 80 pitches in the whatever semifinal game in the Little League World Series. Can you go again? Yeah, coach, I got it. Yeah, I can do it.
Well, if there's ever any time to do it, it's a winner-take-all game. And the one thing I don't agree with is when people say, well, but it's just the first round. You're going to have to win a bunch more rounds. You got to get to the next round.
Right. It's either that or go home.
Right.
So you might as well.
I can't overthink about the division series. Let me get there.
Right.
I mean, so many weird things can happen along the way that overusing Max Fried or Garrett Crochet early isn't going to necessarily cost me advancing in the next round. I mean, the Blue Jays have major pitching questions themselves. I was doing some advanced scouting on them. They got some big decisions to make. They may be starting a kid who's only made a handful of major league starts named Trey Savage or something like that. What's his name again?
Savage is in the box.
No idea.
I think his name is Trey Savage is his last name. I wrote it down.
Why were you worried about the Red Sox?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, Savage. Trey, yes, Savage. Yeah.
Savage.
I'm looking ahead. What do you
know
want
what
from me?
I'm a loser. No team in the fight, and so all he can do is he gets bored with the Yankees. So it's like, I know the Yankees.
Ooh, who's going to eliminate the Yankees?
Exactly.
Ooh.
Who can I say that is the next guy that's going to? Because obviously the Red Sox might not do it.
Right.
What's the next team that I can?
I appreciate
become a fan of and root for, even though I passively sit there and say nothing on the Yankee Stadium tickets that Odyssey WFAN gets me.
I appreciate your.
Did you even have a beer yesterday?
I did not. No. I had water. I appreciate your creativity in the fiction writing. The reality is, and I think most people who know me know it, I'm just a geek, bro. There's no grand plan. It's just I'm a baseball geek. Yes, I'm looking ahead at the Blue Jays. Not for any horrible reasons, just because why not?
You know how you know he's a baseball geek, Tiki? Yesterday when I went for my third slice of pizza in the suite and I came down with it, all I heard was Big Mac turn to Evan and go, yeah, that was Fausto Carmona. And I turned to Tommy. I said, I want no part of whatever the hell they're talking about.
Fausto Carmona.
So what happened was we were talking about Yankee playoff history, and Big Mac screwed up a year. And I was really disgusted. And I said, Big Mac, how do you screw up a Yankee playoff year? And so then in an attempt...
there's so many of them?
Yeah, that's how I do it. I don't screw up any of them. And so I was kind of calling him out, like, look at me. Do I know more about Yankee history than you? And he got very defensive. So he started showing off his knowledge by, well, I remember Fausto Carmona in 2007, him and CC Sabathia. Yeah. Well said. Coming up in a few minutes, I do want to play the secret audio we recorded of Sean and Big Mac while watching the game last night. But let's get back to you. 888-808-1019. Keith is calling from Brooklyn. What's going on today, Keith?
Hey, Keith.
Hey, what's up, guys? So nice to meet you.
Likewise.
What's up, man?
All right, so I got two very incredible statements to make. So you guys are talking about Max Fried. Check this out. Why was Louis Heel left off the roster? Could you imagine if Cam Slittner couldn't go 5 and we could bring in Louis Heel? He pitched last Friday. He could have been available.
I agree with you. I agree with you that he should have been on the roster. Thanks for the call. Instead, we got Paul Blackburn, who I think is a waste of time. Like, honestly.
Will Warren, too.
Well, Will Warren is the guy. And he's the answer to his question, like, hey, what happens if you need someone to eat a lot of innings? Will Warren is clearly that guy. But you have 12 arms on your roster. Paul Blackburn was completely unnecessary to that. And so Luis Heel should have been there. And if you don't use him, great. He's probably in line to start the opener of the division series against Toronto. But like we just talked about, you have to get there. So I agree with you. It wouldn't have hurt to have Heel here. Because ask yourself this. We're going to Game 3. What scenario is Paul Blackburn pitching tonight?
I mean,
game goes 18 innings.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
If the game goes 18 innings, okay.
That's a good one. I wouldn't have pulled that because I don't think about extra innings that
we
much.
thought about it last night.
Well, I had to remind everyone. I was like, by the way, if this game goes extra innings, they don't put a dopey guy on second.
Yeah.
Because we forget about that. We're so trained to remember that. And the reality is they don't do that.
That might be one of the few scenarios, though. Like multiple extra innings.
And Teague, I'd argue with you that even in that scenario, probably not. He's the last guy you would use. You have no interest in using Paul Blackburn with your season on the line. And so him being on this roster...
Who else are you using? Let's say you exhaust. Leiter goes, whatever. You try Devin Williams again. Bednar can't get out of it, whatever it is.
Every single person written down. Camilo Doval, Fernando Cruz, Luke Weaver, Will Warren, David... Every single reliever you would use over Blackburn.
This is where you're wrong. I don't know what the inning is, but there comes a certain point when you're playing an extra inning game where, remember, especially at home, you're going to need somebody to get those last 3 outs. If you start burning through and you get to that point and the only guy left is Paul Blackburn, I'd rather trust Paul Blackburn for 3 innings and maybe I got to ride Duvall for the last inning
Would you rather have Paul Blackburn on this roster or Luis Heel?
I'd rather Luis Heel, no doubt.
No doubt about it.
That's the point. That's the point. It's a weird roster decision that at the end of the day may not matter. Because if this is just a regular baseball game tonight, Schlittler goes 4 to third, the Yankees are maneuvering with their bullpen, and Blackburn never gets in the game.
Can he go 7.5? 7 1/3?
I don't think he will because I think Boone's going to go quick hook in a winner-take-all game 3.
He should not.
Well, I agree with you.
You should let Schlittler battle tonight.
It depends. It's such a hypothetical. Depends how he's pitching.
Oh, of course.
I agree with you if he's pitching great.
But when you say quick hook, I don't think you take him out of the first sign of trouble because your bullpen is not as reliant.
I kind of lean towards that he will. Because I think in a winner-take-all game, an elimination game, you didn't see this with Rodon last night. I think he's different. I think your first reaction is, uh-oh, we're in trouble. Season's on the line. Let's go to the bullpen.
I think he needs to avoid that itch with this kind of bullpen. But you know what? We'll put that on the black burner.
Made me laugh. I like that. Nice one. Greg is in Mineola. What's going on today, Greggy?
Well, good luck tonight. I just had a couple little things to run by you.
Yeah.
One is I don't know if anyone noticed what the third base coach did for the Red Sox last night after Chisum made that great diving play.
What, not send the runner, which was stupid?
Well, it wasn't even that. He just pointed. He didn't stop him or go him. It's one thing to make a mistake, but he didn't do anything. He just pointed. And I'm like, I played enough baseball to know that I either want to...
Where did he point?
At him, at the runner.
Oh, wow.
But I'm used to seeing, again, like they didn't play in the major leagues, but I played a bunch.
Right.
And if you're flying around third and the stuff is behind you, you know, everything is in front of him. So he should have put up a stop sign, or he should have sent him. But it was something. And then the other thing
kind
is
of like it's on you. Like he's been pointing at you. It's on you. You make the decision.
Well, it's kind of the way that the coach walked out and let the pitcher decide if he should stay. So I guess everyone was doing it last night.
Yeah, right. Well, what I found, and thanks for the call, man, what I found surprising, and I admit I am watching the play the way we all are, when that ball got knocked down by Jazz Chisum, and he gets up and tries to make the play, and then the throw is low, and it's boxed around by Ben Rice, I was stunned to look up and not see Nate Eaton trying to score. I was stunned by it. I was like, wow, I assume the Red Sox took the lead.
Right, there were 2 outs.
Yes.
So what are you stopping for?
I don't know. No, I know this isn't Boston Sports Talk Radio, so good for the Yankees. They took advantage of it. And I mentioned at the top of the show, the Yankees did a lot of things right last night.
Yeah.
The Red Sox didn't, whether it's not getting a bunt down, things of that nature. That's a small example where, in my mind, they got it wrong. And if it was the other side of the shoe here, we'd be bashing.
Right.
Luis Rojas is the third base.
Especially because it was a bang-bang type of play. I mean, the ball was hit hard. So when Jazz stops it, you have to assume that he's getting the out at first base, right? And so just keep running.
Yes. What I would say is there's 2 outs. I'm running. And I'm taking a turn around third. And when Jazz is now making the throw, and Ben Rice, Ben Rice is a tremendous hitter. The only reason you push against Ben starting today is he's not a good first baseman.
He doesn't dig cleanly all the time.
And he boxed that ball around. So it's great because the Red Sox didn't take advantage of it, so screw them. I mean, but I agree. Like, my initial reaction, I don't know if you felt that way, Sean, was how is he not scoring?
I was shocked, especially because, and you could hurry a throw at that point. Rice is already fumbling around to pick it up. Anything could happen. I don't know how that's actually the most stunning part of the whole game is when you break down everything that happened and the Yankees, how they eventually score the winning run. The Yankees, for all their warts, were the more fundamentally sound team by a mile last night. Base running, fielding, bunting, all of that stuff.
I want to give a lot of credit to Tommy Lugauer. He stayed at the game last night, and I think he stayed at the game last night not to enjoy a Yankee-Red Sox game, but I think he stayed because he and I felt it would be good to secretly record Chris Big Mac McMonagle and Sean Morash watching the Yankee game and then study it like a science experiment.
No. He stayed at the game so you didn't have to take the train home and I could drive him. That's exactly why he stayed at the game.
Tommy, let's go back to the our desk, the Sean Morash Big Mac desk. I know we collected some audio. Tommy needed to edit it because there was some curse words. And let's listen in on some of the things that happened last night at Yankee Stadium. Where should we start, Tommy?
Okay, just to set the scene for Tiki and for the listeners, we sat all next to each other. Evan was on the end, and I was in the middle of Big Mac and Sean. So, number one, there was no elbow space for me. And number two, I had to sit there, the two really polar opposites of Yankee fandom. Chris, obviously, very positive. Sean, very negative. So, the first clip I'm going to play is a very short one. This was the Evan will remember better than me. Boone went to the mound to talk to Rodon. He didn't take him out. 5th inning, 6th inning, give or take? Okay.
That was the 5th inning, the 6th inning of this game. Actually, let me look at my scorecard.
It definitely was 6.
Right,
it was the 6th inning of this game, and Rodon, there's a thought maybe he's coming out.
Right. So, obviously, the night before, Boone goes to the mound. He pulls Fried. He doesn't pull Rodon, so this pissed Sean off. So, this is the first clip here, him yelling at Aaron Boone from our WFAN suite in front of a lot of clients.
You loser! What's the matter? Cashman said it's all right to leave him in.
I don't even remember saying that.
That's great. So I secretly recorded him.
You wanted him gone.
I was done with Rodon at that point.
So you wanted him off.
I felt like he lost it. It was it. What did you go to the mat? Take him out. You didn't do it the night before. Do it now.
We're not disagreeing
or
with you.
Did
We're
it
just studying you.
Okay.
He's screaming about, so Cashman allowed you to do it. And there was a guy with a son sitting like 5 seats away, and you could see them in the background laughing, thinking this is the funniest thing ever.
Luckily, Sean had met them earlier.
Did you?
Yes.
You met these people?
Yes. With the son, they got a kick out of me. They were aware of the show. Yes.
Oh, good. So they were just like, we get a first row seat at this view. All right, what else we got there, Tommy, at the desk?
Okay, so this second clip, we had the entire law firm of McPherson, McMonagle, and Marash sitting with us, but then Keith got up for a little bit just to talk to some people, so he was standing up. What you're going to hear in this clip, it's about 45 seconds, is just Marash going on this curse-laden tirade about Carlos Rodon being gutless. You will hear appearances from Evan, myself, and Big Mac in between the curses. So it's about 45 seconds long here.
Hold on, what set the stage? What is happening on the field?
So it's right after Rodon gave up the lead, and it was a tie game.
Right.
Okay, so that's the setup
Wasted
here.
no time making the game 3-3,
Right.
and I was angry at this point.
All right, here we go.
This guy makes money. He won 18 games. Sucks. Keep around to get the bitch out. That's bad. You're gonna bring your Mark lighter now, and he's gonna light it all up. It's crazy. Calm him down. $180 million. Send him the sentence.
Can't walk the next guy on 4 pitches.
How are they getting out? What are they going to do?
Go to the bullpen.
Yeah, I understand that. Bold strategy.
The bullpen's going to have to get out.
Oh, man. Your negativity is so loud.
I was so positive last time.
And Tiki,
so loud.
Tiki, a friendly reminder: there were children present during this curse-laden diatribe.
Little did you know, Fernando Cruz.
Yeah, I know. But what an answer from Big Mac. They're going to go to the bullpen. Oh, thanks, Captain.
Of course. That was my favorite part. My favorite part is, who are they going to go to? Big Mac says the bullpen, Captain Obvious. And then Tommy, just to throw some logs in there, that's a bold strategy.
No biggie. I gotta give Big Mac credit. He never broke his sweat. He remained positive the entire time, even though Sean was giving him grief because he had 3 hot dogs that he was eating with a fork and knife. So Sean was needling him the entire night, and Chris never, ever flinched. So you got to give credit to Mac because he ended up being right.
They are so different, Tiki, watching a baseball game.
I mean,
like they are, and I admit, I was instigating because I sat there with my scorebook having a good time. No pressure. I'm a baseball fan. This is so much fun. Good, hard baseball. Yay, yay, yay. And honestly, I swear to you, stomach-wise, I'm just having a good time.
Yeah, you don't care.
But I'm needling them like, hey, how you feeling?
Right.
You feeling all right?
Yeah.
Are you nervous?
You're IBO trolling.
I'm IBO trolling. And Big Mac is so calm in, hey, it'll be okay, we're fine. And you just heard some of the clips of Sean. He's mother bleeping the entire world.
Right.
I couldn't believe he gave the lead up. I just couldn't. It was right away. I couldn't sit there and watch this crap because it was what I expected. You know?
No, and that's why when you look at Rodon's outing, 6 innings, 3 runs is solid. And I think we'd all agree, like, that's a solid outing. But sometimes it's about when you give up the runs. He gave up the 2 runs 2 innings after getting a 2-0 lead, and he gave up the 3-2 lead, literally a batter after getting the lead. And so when you don't have that shutout inning, and every time you give up runs, it's literally giving leads back, I understand kind of having more of a sour taste towards the performance.
You know, it's all right there in front of us.
Oh, that's your cue to call. Be the first caller at 866-540-WFAN. That's 866-540-9326 for your chance to win your way in and score a pair of tickets to see Aaron Judge and the Yankees host rival Boston tonight. Tonight. For Game 3 of the wild card in the Bronx. It's all brought to you by the New York Yankees and your station for Yankees talk, postseason tickets, and every postseason game, WFAN.
We're getting you ready for Yankees Red Sox with the pregame show coming up at 7:25. And when we come back, we will talk to one of the radio voices of the New York Yankees, the great Dave Sims. He joins us in a few minutes. We will get back to plenty of your telephone calls at 888-808-1019 as we get you set for Yankees Red Sox at the stadium.
Imagine a world where all of your smart devices work together seamlessly in one simple ecosystem. Introducing the Slowman Shield Link. With Slowman Shield Link, transform your home into a truly intelligent smart home experience. Control your lights, heating, cooling, door locks, cameras, TVs, just about anything in your home. Life is busy and daily stresses add up. But with Slowman Shield Link, your home tech works in harmony, making life more convenient, safe, and enjoyable. Imagine pulling into your driveway and with one tap, your home welcomes you. Lights come on, doors unlock only to hear your favorite music. A true smart home isn't just about gadgets, it's about comfort and security. With Slowman Shield, enjoy a full integration of home security and automation all at your fingertips. Make your life easier and your home a safer haven. Learn more at slowmanshieldlink.com or call 1-800-ALARM-ME. Embrace the future of home living with Slowman Shield Link.
The Bombers struck back, and now the stage is set for a winner-take-all rumble in the Bronx.
In front of the plate, he slides, he is in there! He's in there! The Yankees have the lead!
It doesn't get any better than a New York-Boston showdown.